Alright guys, so this is our day 3 and we're continuing with what we were doing, creating our VMware environment, and well, we had some screenshots ready last time, and we're going to continue with our configurations. So what were we doing last time? Let's go on with that. Hopefully everyone's able to hear me, and I'll try to grab that diagram. All right, there it is. So yeah, we talked a lot about these basic configurations of virtualization, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about the diagram here. So okay, so I can't copy directly from there to here, so I'll just okay, yeah, copy here and then from here to here. So okay, so well, that's a big mess. It's this diagram. So what we need to reach is, I'll just take away that diagram and start our own picture. So we needed to go for 4 machines here in the vCloud, and we saw that it was the fastest ever application on the planet Earth, and if there were some Martian colonies there, so this application would have been recommended there as well for its really fast performance. And so what we are planning to do here is your first name, VM, okay, serve. That's the naming convention we were trying to give here. Your first name and then second name. Now this one that I'm creating here, this diagram, I thought I had this. Okay, and your first ESXi01, first name ESXi01, and your first name ESXi02. That's what we intend to create as a minimum acceptable diagram of network for VMware. And we talked about all this in the diagram in fact, I should just bring it back here and just explain or recap what was our main purpose of going through these configurations here. So the main purpose is that we need to create the 4 machines here, and these 4 machines, the first machine is with this name, which everyone, well, we are going to give that name, but last time we created the 4 machines. Why? Because the first one would be offering AAA or authentication, authorization, accounting, or auditing, and the infrastructure roles of DNS and DHCP, very critical for our VMware environment. Pretty much for every environment they're critical, DNS and DHCP. And then we're gonna later go for software SAN here. For the second machine, we're going to later, for now it's going to be a member server of the domain that we're about to create here, Microsoft domain. Then on top of that, we're going to install the vCenter. That's the main big huge application that we're going to work on, and throughout the course we're going to be using all the advanced features of the vCenter. And these 2 hypervisors are kind of foot soldiers there. So we need 2 of those hypervisors because that's where we're going to create virtual machines. That's where we're going to configure our networking. That's where we're going to configure our storage and all these advanced features of high availability, distributed resource scheduler, fault tolerance, affinity groups, vSAN, EVC, and there's lots of long list of features there. Machine backup, update manager. It goes on and on and on and on. So for those, minimum we need 4 machines, and so that's what we're doing here. We're creating our environment. Now on the WhatsApp group, I asked you that please be try to start excuse me, try to start with your creating the environment on your lab as well, on your laptop as well. And I got to the membership of the VMware course that I did recently, but that course for which you got enrolled, that was done on laptops and desktops, but that course was done on the laptops or desktop which were with having 32 GB RAM. So you have to adjust your RAM within the 16 GB. Excuse me. And I did put that information there that if you have 16 GB, then how should your RAM distribution be? So you have to be smart about that when you are installing all those applications, and don't give exactly the all that RAM that is mentioned in that VCP course that where I enrolled you, right? So that is if I just drag it, so that is this one, VCP 6.5 VMware certified. So this is the course where you are all enrolled, or those who gave me their email. So you guys are enrolled there, and this is done on laptops and desktops, right? So the basic three labs you need to do, and just then ask me after that, but don't go ahead. So we're gonna still try to survive on this really fast performing vCloud, and then if it gets kind of unacceptable, or if there are too many errors, then we're gonna switch to our laptops and desktops at home. So that's why I'm saying that please at least finish the first three videos of that VMware course where I enrolled you. So this is a very good experience for you, because you're going to be you're trying to do that on vCloud from scratch, creating all the whole environment, while you'll be doing that on your laptops and desktops as well. So that would be a very good experience for you to configure the whole environment, and please help each other. We're a team now, and we need to survive together and do all the advanced labs together. And hopefully, yeah, I'll be sharing more resources with you when you are applying for jobs. So anyway, what we need to do next is to continue with the configuration of our labs. Last time we had three screenshots here, and you were able to upload that. The class password is small abc, capital ABC, shift 123 with it, which is exclamation, add, and pound sign, and without shift 123. So this is the main configuration of the first machine. So I'm just gonna put that here as well in yet another. Oh, okay. So yeah, I forgot that it doesn't get copied directly. And so this is the first machine configuration that we are about to do now. We're going to go to vCloud, and we're going to make sure that the first machine has this IP address, because last time we were all able to install the operating system, right? Yes. Okay, thank you for that confirmation. So we were all able to install the operating system, and then we need to configure all this, but that's just a start. This is for the first machine. The first machine name will be this, and then the static IP will be this. And I'm going to be explaining everything, what we are doing and why we're doing that. The why is the most important thing, then how is the second most important thing. How to do it, but why we're doing this, and then how to do it. So very, very important. So Brian is asking, I can install VMware tools. Oh, hey, last time didn't we solve that, Brahim? We were connecting all and then giving support. I wish this was done before the class now. So, because that takes time. So guys, it's kind of, try to, if that is not done, let's just check all our configurations now, because during class time we have a lot of steps and lots of labs to do. That's why we were troubleshooting last time, and throughout the week, please do contact on WhatsApp that, hey, my machine is still not working, right? So we should not be wasting then class time for the troubleshooting. Okay, what we can do is now, let's just go for the vCloud and try to connect to that and check that what is the status of everyone's machine. So everyone is able to log into the vCloud? Yes. Give me some Brahim, what are you not able to do? So I'm just going to go to my machine now, and I'll filter this and go to my first name. Guys, please mute your mic. Oh, there are two here. Please keep an eye on that. So I'll be muting all. Okay. So, and I'll be putting it on WhatsApp as well. Okay. Yeah. So what we are, so I'm just gonna go for my first name, server01 here, and this is powered on already. I'll just check it out now. I'll go click inside and see that is it really working or not. So yeah, so Ibrahim, you're right. Okay, guys, are you able to hear me? Hey, who said that? There was a yes there a lot of time, and I was saying with my mic muted that are you able to hear me? And so many said yes. How was that possible? I'm not sure. So anyway, guys, everyone's able to hear me, right? Okay, cool. So, but last time I asked 5 to 10 minutes ago, and some of the students were saying yes. So anyway, maybe it was muted again by accident. Okay. So power on, and I'll just power this machine on, and let's see. So guys, do you see your mouse there? Not the actual mouse in the apartment or house. I'm sure there's none at your side, but are you able to click, click, click? What was the password we set? Bikram is asking. So I'll just show that. It's a small ABC, capital ABC, shift 1, 2, and 3. So, oh, okay. So, okay, I'll just type it. Well, there you go. So it's been typed already. There it is. So this is the password, but you already got the help. Thank you, guys. Oh, there's a password without exclamation as well. Okay. So yeah, whichever you choose, just remember that, right? So I'm just gonna restart that, and I've restarted it already. Well, okay, I'll just close that, and it is powered on again. I'm just gonna go inside this machine and try to put that. Oh, thank God, the mouse is there. Really, that's the only point in life where we are happy to see the mouse. Otherwise, we scream. So okay. Well, yes, mouse and server is working. Must we use that password? No, if any, you can use any password, just don't forget it. So it's okay, you can use any password you want, right? Who else is getting workstations correct connecting forever? So Olufemi's workstation is connecting forever. Olufemi, you can try to shut it down and then start again if you want. Hey guys, are we all there? And there's a video recording going on. Suppose your lab is not really working and you're really falling behind, then you can try to sit back and enjoy the show and just let me know that what happened. If you got an error, just try to take a screenshot and let the class go ahead, because there's a huge amount of stuff to cover, and you can just follow the video during the week and do that lab as well. The first thing is we're doing this course because we need a job, right? We're not doing this course because we need to do it to end the course and get it over with. No, we need to understand everything, right? So it's supposed to be a job-oriented course, so that's why our first concentration is try to understand what's going on and why we're doing that. But if you are sharp enough to t-shoot your issues or problems with your machines and then carry on with the lab as well, so we would all go a bit faster. Otherwise, we can seriously slow down a lot, and then that time will be cut with some more labs that I would have to then send the videos of. Better do all the labs together and understand step by step. Although the videos also explain the same thing, it's all step by step with a lecture. So, okay, if the lab is a bit speedier and smooth and steady, that's good. Otherwise, yeah, we could slow down. So right now, I'm just gonna go slow. But because I want everyone to be on the same page, right? And we need to help each other a lot, guys, to keep the lab moving ahead a little, because there's just a few million steps that are coming your way, just a few million steps. So we need to do a lot, right? For that, it's gonna be a challenge, but yes, we need to really make it possible. Okay, sir, can you add Amarjeet to the group? Amarjeet, so tell Amarjeet there's a ticket for that, and WhatsApp, there's a request there. So it's a $5 ticket, discounted for him. Otherwise, it's $10, right? Okay, just kidding. So yeah, I will be adding Amarjeet. Just tell Amarjeet to say hello to me on WhatsApp, and my number is 647-554-9446. And tell him the ticket as well. Okay, just kidding. So okay, guys, what we need to do is we need to go ahead and try to configure all this. All what? So the first machine needs to be given a name, an IP address, and time zone check. IPv6 need to be unchecked, and static IP address has to be given here. VMware tools, well, we had to install that to get the mouse, right? To get Jerry mouse, right? Okay, and Active Directory and Humber.local domain name, DNS, DHCP. We need to get all these infrastructure roles in place. So on top of that, and in other machines, we could actually start building the VMware environment. So these are the basic configurations there that we can do, and I'll be telling you where to take the screenshots there. Okay. Now let's go to our machine here and let's do all these steps there. So the first thing, you know what, I should be putting that in writing as well, so we could know that what steps need to be done and what steps are done already. So that would be our lab steps. So that will be, I'll just quickly write them down, then I'll keep on writing all the other steps as well so we could do it together. And first thing is give static IP to the first VM, then also check the time zone, then we can also check if the power options. Now power options in operating system is that it will lock us out, the lock out option, that is if you keep the machine idle for 15 minutes, it's gonna lock us out. So when we are coming back to that machine, it's then we have to just put the username password again. So we can just get rid of this lockout option by changing its time, idle time. So other than that, the static IP, and then also if we go back to the machine or we go to the steps here which are mentioned in that diagram. So time zone check, VMware tools already installed, yeah, that's it. So then we basically rename the VM and restart. Now before you restart rename the VM and restart, right? So after that, before logging in, take snapshot of this machine. Why snapshot? Snapshot is that if we in future messed up the machine to such a level that we can't, it's going to take a long time to uninstall or remove all the errors. So we can just go back to this snapshot where it was just static IP given and the machine name was only given there. So all that. So that's why we need to take a snapshot at this time, at this point where static IP is given already. It's renamed already, restarted, and power options has been, and time zone has been checked. So some basic configurations are checked, and then we're going to take snapshot and then log in and install ADDS, so Active Directory Domain Services. Then just install Active Directory and DNS. Give domain. Those who are doing the 70-740 course of mine, so on that LMS, well, my LMS, learning management system, so you would know all these steps from there as well. So give domain name there. It's humber.local, and then that's it. So go through the installation of AD and restart, and then also then excuse me, let's configure DHCP. Okay, DNS, then install and configure DHCP. So we're gonna do that all in DHCP. Let's give an IP range of well, let's create a scope. That's what I meant. Create a scope and give an IP range of. So I'm just gonna put that IP range 192.168.200 200.50 up to 100, right? So we're not gonna have that many machines, but just to give some IP range to the DHCP to give automatically to all other machines which do not have a static IP. If they don't have a static IP, they will look for a DHCP, and our DHCP will be ready for those machines to give an IP to. So we're going to reach this area now. So let's just try to go through all these configurations. Once we reach that, then we're going to go for rest of the configurations. So the first few things, let's just check it out and try to configure it. So give static IP to the first VM. What is the static IP here? This is the machine. This is the diagram that is there. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the static IP first. So let's do it. Okay, let's go to the local server here. The server manager is already. Do we do screenshots as we configure? Yes, if any. I'll be asking for screenshots, and screenshots must have your name. So whenever I ask for a screenshot, that screen is needed and required. And if it's not there, then obviously no marks. So yeah.
Sir, sorry to disturb you, but it's late. But my mouse isn't working. It was working by then. You also did last time.
Mouse not working. So
Yeah.
So did you restart the machine just now?
Yes, I did, but I was getting an error. Was it your incomplete shutdown or something? I don't know what happened exactly.
So your machine. So Ibrahim, your machine also still don't have a mouse? Or right now the mouse, you got the mouse there, or the VMware tools are installed?
Yeah, it was installed last time. It was completed.
So this means we are not working as a team. This means you didn't ask help from others as well. So guys,
So it was working last time.
The mouse was there.
Yeah.
And the mouse ran away. So mouse went down the clock. Okay. So Badr is saying restart. Well, you did restart, right? So
yeah, I did.
I made my machine and started another, still getting workstations connected. So Olufemi also has. Olufemi, you actually deleted the machine. Yikes. Okay, guys. So we can T-shoot or what can we delete it already? Okay, Olufemi, same thing. So well, this means that you don't. You told me the reason. There are two ways we can go ahead with that. One is that you follow the video, and at the end of the class, I can troubleshoot your machine, and you can follow the video, and then upload the screenshots, and I won't hold you at your marks. That's one way. Second way is we troubleshoot now, but we have very limited 4 hours only, and there's a long list of labs there. So how should we proceed here?
Okay, sir, then I'll be doing it later. I'll try to do it myself.
Okay, and guys, anyone else who can help as well, this is very critical lab time. So although we can troubleshoot, but if we troubleshoot one student, so there could be other students as well. What I want to convey the message is that we are here to help each other, but we have only 15 classes, 14 classes, right? So and the classes and the labs are that we will do, or that I want you to do, are they might take even 20 classes, right? So already we're short of time here to do the critical labs in detail. But the thing is that during the week, I'm also available during the week. One should be, if you have any issue in the machine, please ask in the group. And there are so many who are willing to help each other, right? So the thing is that I want you to be on the same page, but about the marks, you can just write me that I had this issue with the machine, so please don't cut my marks. So I won't, right? Just email me on my Humber email, and you try to understand right now what's going on, and if you can troubleshoot, or if someone else can also help. Okay, yeah, within the week time we can troubleshoot as well. So guys, let's go ahead and so we got hardly 3 hours now. So local server here, and what we were doing here is, if you click the local server, then we can go for Ethernet 0. So guys, whoever has issue, please do take a screenshot of your issue and email me, so I don't have to, I will not be cutting your marks, but if you're interested in the marks, right? So well, the thing is that just give me a reason, and don't worry, then I'll give you time, and during the week we can help you as well. So Ethernet 0, and we can click here on the Ethernet 0, and we can go inside the Ethernet 0 and properties. So normally, out of bad habit, I go for uncheck v6 here. Why do I uncheck v6? Because whenever we are troubleshooting and we are pinging, so IPv6 comes back instead of IPv4. So troubleshooting gets a little, we're not so used to IPv6 address, so troubleshooting becomes a little difficult. So if you keep it checked, it's gonna still work. If you uncheck it, at least we'll be clear when we're troubleshooting that why we're not able to ping the other machine, right? So double click, uncheck this v6, and double click v4, and we give our static IP, which is 192.168.200.1 tab. Once you press tab, it's gonna give you IP 255.255.255.0. Paul is asking, where did I click now? Cancel, close, and close. So Paul, are you on server manager here? And then there's Ethernet 0, this one. So if you're on server manager, I clicked on local server, this one, and then I clicked Ethernet 0, and I clicked it, right? So hopefully you got that. So I'm on server manager, right? You're good? So let me know if you're good, or okay. So here, okay. So and then double click that Ethernet 0, and then properties. So there's that IPv4 I'm going for, and so Paul, I unchecked this. Actually, second time I did not uncheck it. So I unchecked this v6 here, right? And then I'm going for v4. So, and that I came from properties here, this one, right? So double click that IPv4 here, and use the following IP address. So 192.168.200.1. If you press tab on the keyboard, then it's going to autofill the 255.255.255.0. And then if you press the tab again on the keyboard, it's going to go to the next line, default gateway. Now we are putting a fake default gateway because we don't need a gateway. First of all, what is gateway? It just lets us take the data outside of our network, and from outside of the network, from internet to our network, the data comes in, right? So 200.1, we don't need that in our environment. But why do we need still a gateway? Because one of the lab, that is HA, high availability, that will work only if there's a gateway, any gateway. There has to be a gateway IP populated. For that, we're just putting, and the first machine it's pointing to. So in production environment, you won't be doing that. in production environment, you will be giving the IP of a router or some gateway device there of your network. Here, we're just giving a fake gateway here. So preferred DNS, if you go there, 192.168.200.1. So suppose you have 10,000 machines there, and the DNS is only installed on this machine. So all 10,000 machines IP will be just one IP of the DNS server. So all name resolution requests will go to the this one server where we plan to install DNS as well, right? So this is the IP here, and so Kavita says restarted and it started working. Way to go. So guys, the thing is that we troubleshoot and we solve our problems. This is the spirit we need, and you never gave up. So that's the thing. Never give up. Keep going. Keep troubleshooting and join us. So congratulations for that. Okay, so we're just going to press OK here. Well, if everyone got the IP, then I can go ahead. If anyone's still typing there, so in fact, guys, did you press OK? Because we need a screenshot here. So that's one screenshot we need. But how do you take the screenshot? See this on the top here. I took that name should be showing there in your screenshot now. So that will be screenshot number 1, IP of your first name, server 1. So I'm gonna just name that screenshot and put it to you. What should be the name of your screenshot? So see this. So this is screenshot number 1, and that would be screenshot 1 and IP of your first name, SERV1. So that's the name of the screenshot, and the screenshot is the IP of that machine where your name must be showing. Every screenshot must be showing your name. Every screenshot must be showing your name, right? Olufemi says, I switched from Mac to Windows and it started working. Oh, good, man. So Mac. Okay, so way to go for that T-shoot as well. So screenshot number 1 equals IP of your first name, server 1. If that screenshot has been taken, and screenshot of what? Screenshot of the machine, and where's the machine? Yeah, there it is. So this is the page, but this is your name, and hopefully you've taken a screenshot, right? So once that is done, then so I'm just going to be posting that. That's the new thing. I don't know. Should I be doing that? So I'm just posting that where my name is showing. So obviously I'll be expecting your name there to mark you for that, and I'll just copy this and put it on your WhatsApp. So whoever needs to know that what screenshot was needed, this screenshot is the first one that is needed, and your name. Obviously, if my name screenshot is there on your document, so obviously it's 0 marks. It should be your name there. Okay, guys. So once that is done, let's go ahead. We're still trying to understand the whole format there. If you've put in the IP address, let's press OK. If you put in the IP address, press OK and OK again, and close it, and close it. Okay, so that was your static IP. You can just refresh here as well. This one, refresh here as well, right? This one, and the IP will show here. Right? Okay, that's the first thing, and well, it's showing multiple IP. When I restart, hopefully it will be done. Second thing is that there's a firewall on here, right? So in production environment, obviously the firewalls normally in some companies. I was working in Scotiabank, so there we had 85,000 users and 2,200 servers. So all 2,200 servers, the company policy was to shut down the firewalls on the server level, because we had many other security softwares there. So that's why the server level firewalls were off. Some companies have server level firewalls on, and some companies have off. So we're going to go to the firewall here, which I did not write there, but I saw here. So I'm just going to add that in the points back there as well. So let's click on this firewall and click on public on. And then if you're here, so these are on right now. They're ready to block all the traffic. So I'm just going to click turn Windows Firewall on or off. For our training environment, we're just going to turn them off. So I'm going to click that and turn off like Aeds. So, but this is something that is just for the training environment. So,
sorry, so can you please repeat that? Sorry, I just missed it.
Sure. So that is if you're on the server manager, so you can see this public on, and that is on local server and Windows Firewall. So I'm just going to click that public on here, and then it's turn Windows Firewall on or off, right?
Okay.
Okay, and turn off, turn off. So two profiles are there. There will be a third profile created when we do install Active Directory. At that time, there will be a third profile. We're gonna be turning that off as well. So, but that is, understand that this is only for training environment. So when you do get to the interview and they ask that, what would you be doing about the firewall? So don't say that my teacher actually turned off all the firewalls of my network, so I'm gonna turn off all your firewalls as well. So don't say that, right? Okay, so we're just we're putting that in our environment, turning off, but do not turn off the firewalls of your company. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna refresh that here. Go up and refresh, so it will just show you the new configurations. It's off now, right? So we're gonna stay on this page here and go slightly to the right side. See this? Slightly to the right side. So once you go to the right side, first confirm that your time zone is good. So it seems like my time zone is good, but the time is wrong. So for VMware environment, for Microsoft environment, for Linux environment, for any environment, obviously the time on the either you need a NTP, network time protocol device there, or you need to correct your time of the first machine. So the time here, time zone is good, but time is wrong here for my machine. So I'm just going to click that here, time zone. This one, Eastern time, US and Canada is okay. But yes, the time is wrong here. I'm going to fix that time here. So change date and time. So whenever we are configuring basics of our network, we have to make sure that the time is correct. Otherwise, there will be actual connectivity issues between the client devices and the server that are offering servers, or any device that is offering services. So it is 6:48. So minutes are okay. The hour was wrong. Okay, so I'm just gonna correct that and press OK. If it is correct already for you, you're good. Otherwise, please do correct that. That's gonna create a big problem if you don't do that correction. So I'm just gonna press OK here, and so the time and the time zone both are correct. Then you can see that up there is IE enhanced security configuration. So that is for Internet Explorer enhanced security configuration. So that is good for security of the browser, and in production environments, in companies, do not turn it off or follow the company policy, whatever that is. But why we are about to turn it off? Because we will be using the web client or the browsers to connect to our VMware environment, to connect to our vCenter, which is the main big application that controls everything centrally, the vCenter, and we're going to be connecting through browser to our hypervisors, the two hypervisors. So we will be interacting with the browser a lot. So at every next step, normally it asks, hey, are you sure you want to connect with that? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? So we're just trying to avoid all those prompts there. Yes, we are sure. And so we need to just simply turn it off. But that also means don't turn it off in your production environments. It's just in the training environment we're doing that. So I'm just going to click on the on button here, this one, and turn off for administrators. Although end users are never supposed to even connect to the servers, since we're here, and it's fun to turn off everything. Just kidding. So yeah, I'm just turning off this one as well. Although it's the administrators will be required only on this machine. So I'm just going to turn it off both and press OK. And then so we have checked that our time zone and time is correct, and IE enhanced security is okay, because we're going to use browser a lot to configure the whole environment and advanced features of our environment. Okay, so Kavita is saying, can you repeat the time zone? Sure. So Kavita, you are here on local server, and then go to the right side here, and then go to if any screenshots are not really required for every configuration. So wherever I ask, take a screenshot, only take screenshot there. We need to have total 10 screenshots per class, and if those 10 screenshots are there, yes, I'll mark full. Not there, then no marks. So here, Kavita, then click this time zone, and in the time zone, just check that if the time is correct. If it is exactly 6:50 or whatever is the current time here, if it's correct, then, and your time zone should be Eastern time, US and Canada. If both are correct, it's okay. If anything is not correct, then exactly change it. So You can click the change date and time and check that if you want to change the hour from 10 to 6, right? Okay, hopefully you are able to do that and press OK and O and K, right? All right. Okay, so well, if you need help, let me know. So Eastern time used in Canada, and then there's an IE enhanced security configuration. Once that is done, so well, now these two I did not mention in our configuration list. So I'll just add that because these are the same things you need to do on your laptop as well, right? So turn off firewall, and turn off IE enhanced security. So when you're configuring on your laptop environment by following those videos which I gave you access to, so you will be doing all these things there as well. Okay, what is the name of Arthi is asking? What is the name of screenshot number 1? So that is this, Arthi. So I'll just name it. Oh, in fact, you know what? I'll just put that name there in WhatsApp as well, so everyone will be knowing that. What is the? So screenshot 1, you're welcome. And Khalid is saying IP of Khalid server 1. Yeah. So IP is on the WhatsApp as well. I put there. Otherwise, IP is actually, yeah. So Khalid, are you able to see that WhatsApp configuration? So the picture is there. But an IP is Z's. 192.168.1.255.0, right? So this is the IP, and you can see on the WhatsApp as well. Just for those, if you are a bit behind, you can see all that there as well. All right. So if we go ahead now, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and I was gonna say that, hey, how about we go for YouTube Live or Facebook Live? I heard that you can just go back to the environment. Whatever I'm teaching is being recorded as well there, so you can just go slightly back and see what I did just 5 minutes ago, and then you can come where I am right now. So I heard that this happened, but anyway. So but live means that I don't want the whole planet to be here. So okay, IP, and let's just go to our configuration here, not here, here, and let us go ahead. So here, if you have done this time zone, Eastern time in US and Canada, and IE enhanced security configuration, so I'm just gonna go to the left slightly again, left. Now I need to fix that lockout time, right? So if idle timeout, that is also called idle timeout. So you need to go down here to the left bottom. You see there Windows icon here, this one, and you can right click on top of that Windows icon like Aziz. Okay, and then you go way up to the power options. Hopefully everyone is able to see the power options here, and then click that power option. So I just went down here, right click that Windows icon, and then I went to power options. So once we click that power options here, so I can see this balanced configuration or balanced speed, which is also good because if we were on the laptop or desktop, we would have gone for high performance. But here on top of the vCloud, better keep it balanced, right? So stay on the balance, but when you do it on the laptop, go for high performance there. So it's not that big difference that we would go there. So anyway, balance is good, and click the change plan settings. If you see the change plan settings there, let's click that change plan settings for the balanced one, and then we can very slightly only change it to never. Okay, just slightly change it to never, and that's it. Save changes. Hang, PC hang. Okay, Madhuri says PC hang. Hang? Who did you hang? Where did you get the rope for that? Hang? This is a scary thing you're sharing with us. Okay, just kidding. So the PC hang here. Oh, the vCloud. Welcome to the okay. Madhuri, did you give the same RAM that we gave? Oh no, your PC hang or the vCloud machine hang? Your laptop that you're working on?
No, the vCloud machine is hang.
Okay.
It says retry.
And if you're able to put a screenshot on WhatsApp, that's good. If it takes long time, then forget it. But yeah, retry and T-shoot, try to troubleshoot, and try to resolve the issue. Yes, we know you can do it. Yes.
Sir, can you just do the edit plan settings?
Sorry again.
The edit plan settings.
Oh yeah,
The
sure.
power of.
So Arti, see this? Right click here on the left bottom here, this one, and left bottom here, and then go way.
Sir, I got their power. Power options.
Okay.
Airtel power options.
Change
After
plan
that.
settings. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Change plan settings. Oh, didn't I save it?
Okay.
Yes. 5 to 10 minutes. So starting.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Actually, I also thought I did that, so I didn't do that. So never and save changes, right? So go ahead and save changes, guys. And okay, there's a screenshot here. Madhuri has shared, and I'll just put it here. Anyone else getting this? Workstation connecting. So Madhuri, you can just close this window and just open that icon again on the vCloud and try to check if you are able to connect again.
Okay. Okay, came there. But I'm on power options. Okay. Okay, okay, after that, I'm not able to do.
So, see this? Change plan settings. Maybe you're on the same page. And then just change it to never.
Okay.
And save.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, guys, so. Okay, and close. So we have closed that configuration here. So if we go back to our configuration, so we have already done these tasks here. So static IP, time zone, enhanced security, power options, rename and restart. So we're going to be renaming and restart now. So I'll just mark them as green, done. And rename restart is remaining, so I'm just going to go there now. But make sure that after that we need to take a snapshot of all this configuration if in future we had to come back to this, right? So let us go ahead and try to rename this machine. So we're on the local server here, and oh, Ryan says it's slow. Okay. Hopefully, yeah, it's a bit okay. So guys, I'm just saying that please take that seriously, that you need to create that environment in laptop, and throughout the week please communicate on this WhatsApp group. Hey, in my laptop or desktop I have this issue or that issue, I cannot create this or that. Please ask in the group. I'll be there to help you as well. Yeah, so here local server, and then let's go for computer name here, and I'm gonna click that computer name here, this one, and click on top of that. Then there's this window opens. Hopefully everyone's this window is open. You're not gonna type anything here. You're gonna click the change button here, this one, change button. Oh, okay. So for Madhuri, okay, the connection of the VM may be slow, so it could be the internet connection speed as well. Yeah, you're right. So let's click the change button here, and then just give your first name. The same machine label was the same, and the operating system name will be the same as well. SERV1, right? So your first name, SERV1, and so should we give a domain name here, guys? Because we need to join the domain as well, right? So should we give a domain name here because we need to join it to domain, right? Should we or should we not? No?
We haven't.
We don't have any domain as of now.
Good. Okay, yeah.
Sir, are we missing 0 from the computer name?
Oops. Yeah, you're right. So guys, if just make sure that it doesn't go to 15, more than 15 characters. And you're right. Thank you for reminding that. So I'm gonna put 0 here as well. Thank you. And so your first name, SERV01, and hopefully it's not more than 15 characters. So so that's it. And okay, and restart, right? So just press OK, and then OK, and restart. And close and restart now. That's a good time to have a sip of tea. with samosa, pakoda, and well, okay, just tea. Oh man, I should not mention samosa pakoda. Now I'll have to go to Taj Mahal Sweets, seriously, in Scarborough. Okay, so it's restarting now, and guys, we need to take a screenshot, right? Oh, not screenshot, snapshot. They're different, right? So before we enter the machine now, can we take a snapshot? So I have, well, this is the login screen. I'm not gonna log in. I'm gonna first take a snapshot of this. So, but data, where is it? Hey, you sent virtual one, right? So I couldn't taste that, right? But anyway, that really looked very good. Okay, so so here, guys, how do we take that snapshot? So I'm just gonna minimize this screen because we can go to the vCloud for the server one, virtual and virtual class. Yeah, actually, you're right. So okay, so here, then marks will be virtual as well, right? So virtual only that I'm gonna say, okay, 100 out of 100, but actually those marks will not show up there, right? So okay, so yeah, the message sent that, hey, where is that vada and where is that samosa? Okay, hey, I'm just kidding. Come on. So okay, let's go ahead. So guys, if you go to actions here, so there's that create snapshot. Everyone sees that? Yes. Okay, thank you for that reply. So if you go back to this dashboard of vCloud and you go to actions for that machine which is powered on and go to create snapshot. Oh man, I didn't realize that if we all 28 of us create that snapshot, 29 of us create that snapshot, is it going to fill that vCloud? Well, we're gonna know that after we do that. Okay, so here, create snapshot, and it says create VM snapshot. Actually, snapshot doesn't take a lot of space. It saves the changes, or it doesn't save the whole data. It saves certain configurational information. So the file size of the snapshot is always very small, right? But if suppose 10,000 people are taking snapshot every day, so that very small then adds up to large size as well. So snapshot the memory of the virtual machine, quizzes guest file system, requires VMware tools installed. So that would be memory of the virtual machine or whatever. Snapshot is just saving the configurational information of the virtual machine. Okay, so we're just gonna select the first one and then take a screenshot of the snapshot now. Well, what a way to say it. Take a screenshot of the snapshot. Seriously?
So sir, I pressed OK.
Oh, okay, then don't take a screenshot of the snapshot now, guys. It's too late now. So, so press OK. That's it. So, yeah, Aarti caused that screenshot or snapshot? No, one less screenshot now. So this will be 2 samosas as okay. Anyway, so snapshot is being taken now. Is it done for everyone? Busy, right? Saved us 1 screenshot. So guys, we cannot end the class without 10 screenshots. So if it was a second screenshot, then you were only 8 screenshots away, right? Now you're like again 9 screenshots away. So in fact, we should not be celebrating. We should be putting some punishment of samosas, virtual samosas to everyone, right? Virtual samosas. Why am I even saying that? Seriously, that's no fun. Okay, here. So well, it's not busy anymore. It's good. And let's go ahead and go back to our machine and let's log into it. So Control Alt Delete. Let's go back to the machine and Control Alt Delete and go to the password. Small ABC covers shift 123 dot shift 123. Log into it. Okay, snapshot is saved. Where's the snapshot saved here? So snapshot is saved in a folder that is on vCloud, and well, I need to check that actually. Do we have the rights to check that folder on vCloud? it is saved there, but we need to check that. If I go back to the area here in the dashboard, I can see a lot of other storage policies here, named disks here in general. So guys, are you able to go and check that your virtual machine files you can see on the left side anywhere, or the snapshot that you just took here? Are you able to see in some kind of storage here? Do you see any kind of storage that you have access to? If I go back to this vCloud here, I'm going to go to the storage area. First, I'm going to named disks here. Okay, so we could create disks, but it's better not to do it now. And then storage policies. So this is just a policy, not actual storage. So no, I don't think we have. If I go to virtual machines, that's pretty much the virtual machines. If I go to details, because it might take us to the folder. So details and hardware, guest OS customization, guest properties, advanced. If I go to advanced, CPU, memory, nope. Guest properties, there are no guest OS customization, nope. Hardware. I was checking that if they gave a folder path here that we could open and see, oh, there's our snapshot. Nope. So guys, no. This is we're saving everything on top of the vCloud. So vCloud is saving, underlying vCloud is saving. So it's up to the vCloud administrator to give us or not to give us the access to where the actual virtual machine files are being saved. On laptop, action and revert. Oh, Badr is saying fast storage policy. Okay, so there's that. We do have access to it, so it's a question mark, right? In the production environment, do we enable snapshot as a form of auditing? So if any is saying that, tracking all administrators changes. Snapshot to track administrator changes? No, the snapshot is not used for that purpose. If any. So,
hello?
Yeah.
So when I restarted my machine, my mouse is not working.
So please restart again and it might work. You know, just like in movies, it happens. Some hard thing hits the head and all memory's gone. Then this another hard thing hits the head and memory's back. So maybe the mouse is playing tricks on us. It's a tricky mouse feature on vCloud. So yeah, but auditing is not used for, or snapshot is not used for that purpose. Snapshot is just used, when is snapshot used? Snapshot is used when you're about to make a change, or you're about to upgrade or migrate a machine, or if you're about to patch a machine, then you take a snapshot. Otherwise, no, we regularly don't take a snapshot unless there's a policy from the company that for very critical machines, yes, take a snapshot. Auditing, there are many other ways too. Monitoring applications that do auditing. So that is a different way to audit. And then, yeah, restore point, yeah, it is. So yeah, just to recover something, yes, it is for that exactly. Snapshot, exactly. Yep. Anyone was saying something? No? Okay.
Yes. So that means if we enable snapshots and we do an upgrade or a patch of the server,
yeah,
whenever, if there is a problem with it, with the snapshot, we can revert back to previous settings automatically.
Yes. Automatically.
Okay.
We have to do it.
So that we just initiate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. And okay, so install memory tools from DVD inside IBM. Oh, okay. So Brahim is helping, and yes, Bikram, it is like a restore point just like we have in operating systems. So we can just get back to this configuration whenever we want. And so Shahabuddin, you got that. Just restarting, fix it, or just try to check that. Otherwise, we have to go through that. You have to go through that, you know, troubleshooting steps again. So mouse is coming back and then vanishing is a very strange thing. So guys, have you all logged into this? Yes. Okay, thank you. Now, we're gonna go ahead with the rest of the steps, and that is, time I'm opening this. So I'm just going to go for the rest of the steps here, and those are these. So snapshot has been taken. Let's install Aeds and DNS and DHCP, which are very critical infrastructure roles that we need for our VMware environment. So again, I'm saying that if you don't install Active Directory,
Hello, sir.
yeah.
It says unable to perform this action. Contact your cloud administrator.
Ouch. So did you restart?
Yeah, I restart 2 times.
2 times. Oh man, the cloud administrator is the vCloud administrator. So what I would do is just shut down the machine and then try to start again. It's like keep doing it until, or if in the break I can, or we can help. Right?
Okay.
So, hey guys, so here log into ADDS. Again, what I was trying to say here, suppose we forgot to install Active Directory. We don't need Active Directory for VMware environment, right? So it's just that it will be there when you do join a job in some company, and they might ask you, hey, why don't you just connect Active Directory to vCenter, or if maybe already disconnected, so how do you make communication with each other? So that would be one issue there. So okay guys, let's go for the first machine here, and let's go. If you're here on the server manager and on the dashboard, we can just go for add roles and features. Let's click that, add roles and features. Once you click the add roles and features, so you can see this, that we can go next here. And then role-based or feature-based installation, yes, that's because it's a role. ADDS is a role, we're going to install that next. And then it's
Sir, how to get the add roles and features page?
cancel and
Yes, sir. My system start working. So if you can repeat the process.
Oh, good. So after few restarts, the mouse came back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is, I'm gonna talk to vCloud administrator. Hey, what's going on? Okay, so Shabuddin, are you logged in? So go to the dashboard, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so if server manager is in front of you, you can see this dashboard, and just click this one, add roles and features. So Shabina is saying try restarting, click on install VMware tools. Oh, okay. And Kavita is saying same again with me, gone after restart. So the mouse is gone again? What's going on? vCloud administrator. Okay, no, actually there were no samosas, so that could be the reason as well. Hurting teachers' feeling by not giving samosas also causes some technical issues that has been seen in haunted systems. Okay, what am I talking about? Okay, let's just go ahead and add roles and features, guys. So, but yes, the thing is, Kavita, just like it.
Sir, I don't have this option in my window.
You don't have this option?
Go to manage, and you'll get it as a first option.
Okay, there you go. Manage this one. Oh, okay. If the server manager never loaded, so go to manage. Thank you, Ruben, for that. Add roles and features, and then this window should come, right? And next, and role-based or feature-based installation, we're going to click that and click next. So I guess Jerry needs a few samosas. Yeah, actually Tom and Jerry. So Jerry needs, or maybe Jerry needs a Tom. So okay, so role-based or feature-based installation next, and there's that server name here. So if you got the server name here, that's good. Although the IP is wrong, it's the, anyone knows what is this type of IP called? There are some Cisco gurus here as well. Anyone knows what is this IP type called?
Yeah, automatic IP addressing.
Automatic private IP addressing, exactly. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so yeah, this means that DHCP is not being communicated with. There's no DHCP link there, or there's no DHCP available in the network. But this is not supposed to be the case because I have given static IP. So I'll just ignore that now and click next.
Sir, I'm getting the IP which we gave.
Oh, that's then better. Yeah, that's good. If you're getting the IP that you gave, you're good. So, yeah. Okay. So next, and then let's go for the second option here, Active Directory Domain Services. Once you go for the second option, this one, then don't go for the first option, second option, and then click Add Features, right? And then click Add Features. My system name is not changed. Well, Shabuddin, You can change it. Well, yeah, you should change it before doing this, but you can still go ahead because I wanted a name there, and the name is actually up there as well in the machine. So as far as this is concerned, otherwise you can change the name later as well if you want. So it's up to you. Change the group name only, I think. Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe he changed the description. He put the description, the name instead of click the change button. So okay guys, add features, and then also we're not gonna click the DNS. Why? Because DNS will be installed automatically by Active Directory during the Active Directory installation wizard, and it's gonna actually configure the forward lookup zone side of the DNS as well. So we're not gonna separately select DNS here. We're gonna still select DHCP because DHCP does not get installed automatically when the Active Directory gets installed. So I'm just gonna select this one as well, the DHCP only, but not the DNS, right? So click that DHCP and click add features. And so if you have clicked both of these, let's click next. And nothing in the features because the pop-up added all the required features for the role, and click next. That's it, just the introduction of the Active Directory, and click next. Still introduction to DHCP, which is also okay. Click next. So restart the destination server automatically if required. So if it sees that there was a pending restart ever, so then click that and press yes. So if there's a requirement, it will restart. Otherwise, it will not restart. So let's click install. So there's 29 students doing that, and there's some minimum. So right now it's.
So should we put the tick on the restart the destination?
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's going on there. Okay. All right. So I hope it is already there in. Everyone's done with that, or are you even slower than me? Remember not to go ahead of the teacher. You know that, right? It's against the rules. I don't know what rules are there, but okay. So it's slow. Okay, that's good. Okay, so WhatsApp group, I need to add who? So one student asked to be added to WhatsApp group. While it is still doing that, I'll just. Wow, it's too slow. Oh, Amarjit, did you say hello to me on WhatsApp? Like, hello? No, not that hello. So,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I already sent a message.
When we're way back or today?
Wait, times.
Today?
Yeah.
To
Send
me?
it.
Oh, Amarjit, yeah, currently said me. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, it is done. Yay! So is it everyone done? Why even if I configured a static IP before address, I still get a IP in IP config? Yes, Brahim, this happens sometimes, and it just we have to remove it, and there's I need to actually check that reason as well, that we have given a static IP. Otherwise, remove it and add it again. Finally, we had to actually delete the network card and add a second network card, and then I put it, and then it went away. So guys, if everyone's done here, then there's a promote this server to a domain controller, right? So hopefully nobody clicked the close button here, right? Hopefully nobody clicked the close button here. And you know, remember that Einstein theory there, that if I no click, you no click. So so let's click that, promote this sort of domain controller. If you did click that, so you can go for that yellow triangle up there and promote this sort of domain controller from here as well. You can do that from here if you did click that. Okay, so promote this sort of domain controller. Let's click that, and you should be seeing this screen, right? So there's an add a domain controller to an existing domain, a new domain to an existing forest, and a new forest. So what are we just selecting here? First or second one? Are we selecting the first one or the second one? Which one are we selecting? So is it the first or the second one?
First.
Okay, so that was our trap. It's the third one. Ha! Okay, no, just kidding. So yeah, add a new forest. So that's why I'm saying, guys, go for that 70-740 course, which I'm offering free. We have gone in depth with Microsoft Windows and Active Directory, and especially do the failover clustering lab, and especially do the Hyper-V lab. Those are the most critical labs. Yeah, so exactly, we don't have any existing domain, so it's always a third one. And beware of further traps that I'll be putting for you.
What about the Umber domain? Oh, we're using that.
Yeah, we don't have any other domains, so that's why. And we're gonna be
the Umber domain.
Oh, Humber domain, yes. So we're gonna be putting that Humber.local here.
Oh, so we're just creating it. I thought it. Okay.
Oh, you put it some other name?
I thought it already existed, and we were going to join it with our servers, but we're creating it. Okay.
Oh, you're flying, man. It's okay. Yeah, no problem. It's okay. Just don't go further ahead, because in VMware configurations it's going to be very tricky, and you might go to wrong configurations. So try to be with me in those configurations. This is basic, so it's okay. So because Anthony's ahead now, let's take a screenshot here. And Anthony's screenshot will be different, so then
I'm with you.
So that would be fun then. Okay, so Humber.local, if you have put in that information here, then click next. Can we use another name? Yeah, you can use any other name. Sure, no problemo, if any. So once you're on this page, so it says here DNS and global catalog and read-only domain controller. If it was a Microsoft MCSA, I would have discussed on this page for 1 hour or 1.5 hours. But this, since it's not a Microsoft class, it's a VMware class, so we're just going to go ahead. And whenever it lets me put that IP, seriously, the password. So just click here on this one and go for small abc, WC, shift 1, 2, 3, the class password, or whatever password you're putting, don't forget it. So, okay, otherwise in my CEH course, the Certified Ethical Hacker, that is still under construction. Whenever it is ready, then through that you will learn how to crack this password, right? But right now here, just put your password and click next. Oh, what is the password for? So this is the password for DSRM, Directory Services Restore mode. If you have in Windows ever gone to F8 to go to the safe mode, so this is a safe mode of the domain controller where you can troubleshoot the domain controller, and you can it's never connected to the network when you're troubleshooting it, and yeah, you can sort out some issues because the drivers and many of the services are not loaded there. So it's for the domain controller maintenance mode, we can say safe mode. Okay guys, so once you have put in this password, click next, and then there's a DNS delegation option. We're going to ignore that because it's saying, hey, where's your DNS server? So we're in the process of installing the DNS server, so it's not going to find that So that's why we can just go ahead. Next. Next is not highlighted. So okay, it is not highlighted because you did not put a password or your password does not match. They have to match as well, right? Yeah, it is slow. Oh, okay. So just click on top of that. Just click on top of that and put a password and then click next. Okay. And yeah. Okay. And click next. So nothing on the DNS page. Go ahead and click next. There is nothing to do anyway. So nothing on the DNS page and click next. And NetBIOS domain name. This is just for legacy applications that can only connect to Active Directory with LDAP protocol with a single name, and they don't understand something dot something prefix dot suffix. So its single name access would be just this for those legacy applications. So we're gonna leave it as is. We're not gonna make any change here and click next. Right? Okay, then these are the paths for the default Active Directory database and sysvol folder. So nothing to change here, and click next here as well. Click next here as well. So there's that summary here, and the summary, let's take a screenshot of the summary here. Let's take a screenshot of the summary. Now this is my golden opportunity to cut Anthony's mark because he's way ahead, right? So that would be my golden opportunity now. And I can give actually that villain laugh there. Okay, anyway, so just take a screenshot here, summary of Active Directory. Take a screenshot here, summary of Active Directory. Guys, your screenshot must have this name showing there. So that's our second screenshot, summary of Active Directory. And here, I'll just put that second screenshot here on in the class. Okay, the name is summary. Okay, wow, I'm putting the whole thing here. Screenshot, but this screenshot is with my screenshot 2. I'm putting it actually on WhatsApp. Screenshot 2, summary of AD, and then enter. So that's a screenshot on your class WhatsApp now. So you would know that this is a screenshot when that is the name. And I am putting it on. So just click next and install now if you've taken the screenshot. What's the name you're giving there? It is screenshot 2. Summary of AD. Summary of AD or Active Directory, whichever. So that's the name of the second screenshot. And let us go ahead. It is on your WhatsApp as well. So let us go ahead and next and install. If you take a screenshot, just next and install, right? And in full screen mode, the name is not appearing. Guys, make sure that the name is appearing. So make it a small screen then to take a screenshot. I'm gonna click install on this. There's 2 warnings here. And the first warning is just saying that if it is server 2012, if you have Windows NT4, which is like way back, so if you have that in your company, then first of all, you don't deserve to be in the field of IT. Second thing is that it's just saying that you cannot communicate. The Windows 2012 cannot communicate with NT4 if you have that old system. We don't have that. Second thing is saying for IP address, we have a static IP, it didn't still detect that. So it's saying that, hey, you have a static IP. Third thing, we can't find a DNS, which is okay. We're in the process of installing the DNS. That's why the third warning, all 3 warnings can be easily ignored, and click install. So yeah, 3 warnings, and I just explained, Brahim. So can I give prereqs screenshot? Yes, Shabina, that's okay. And I cannot give this one as my mouse seemed to be super fast this time. Oh, it's not the mouse. Somebody clicked on that install. So the command came from the mind and it traveled through neurons to the hand and to the mouse, and there was a click commanded, right? So it would be, but still, yeah, it's okay. So, and full screen mode. So, Brahim, please make sure that it's your name is appearing there. That's the only way I can know that your machine, it is your machine. If the names are not appearing, guys, no marks for that. But since you mentioned for this particular screenshot, so I will not cut your marks for that. But please, everyone, your name must appear there in every screenshot, right? So if I go full screen here, hey, I can still see that. I'm also full screen. Oh, is there any other full screen? Oh, this full screen you're talking about. So then just double click on top of that and then make it less full screen. Wow, that's another way to say it, less full screen. And then yeah, the name appears here. All right, so it is restarting, and I'm just gonna go back to the steps here. So login, install ADDS, install Active Directory, give the domain name here, go to the installation of AD and restart. So we're at that step. Let's configure DNS and DHCP. We're gonna be going to the other step. So I'll just mark them as done or green as well. Let's configure DNS, install and configure DHCP. Let's create a scope and give an IP range of this to the DHCP. So that's where we're reaching. And after that, so we will be going for the next steps, and that would be on second VM, we let's do following, and that would be yeah, give static IP. Why am I even putting that here? So it would be those steps on the second machine as well. Take snapshot, and until here it will be the same steps on second one. But we're not going to be installing Active Directory obviously on that. We're going to be installing the... So guys, are you all having access to the OneNote? So many of you will be saying no, and some of you will say yes. So if you have access to this OneNote, you should be seeing what I'm putting here in your OneNote. It should be updating in your OneNote. So there's no from Amarjeet. Brahim says I have. Mother says no. If any says yes. So it's Firoz, Yongtan, Jagwan says yes. Ajibola says no. Oh, okay. So there's a lot of no's and yeses. So well, Ruben has put that link there for SharePoint. So guys, try to go there. But I think I've added everyone. So guys, those who don't have access at the end of the class, please, I'll click the share button, and then you can put your Humber ID, and I'll share it with you, right? So at the end of class, just give me that, and then you have to connect. And please, everyone, help throughout the week, guys. Be active and resolve all the issues of the vCloud, so the class we can actually follow up with the critical topics. So guys, here, did we install Windows on the second machine? Well, exactly not. So yeah, while we are still configuring this server, so we can actually do multitasking. In fact, now today we're going to go for Esxi as well. So we're going to be doing installation on the rest of the three machines. But there's a lot of tasks that need to be done on the server one, so that's why instead of going multitask and then finding a lot of issues there, that really then creates more problems than resolving it. So we're just concentrating on configuring everything on the first machine. Then we're going to go for the rest three machines all together. So, alright guys, here, have you all restarted? Yes. Okay. But it says I didn't take first screenshots with my name. Okay, so when you're uploading the document today, just say that for the first two screenshots, but the next screenshots, please make sure that you have your name showing there. Any screenshots after that not showing the name, the marks will be cut for that. So, and yeah, so if it is restarted, just log in. Control Alt Delete here. Let's click that and go ahead and log in. You can see that your domain /administrator is showing there. So small ABC capital shift123 without shift123 or whatever password you put there. So I'm just gonna put that password here and log in. So we got the authentication and name resolution working there. It's loading now with Server Manager, but it's going to be a bit slower now. I hope everyone is there. Not? Okay, so anyone not there? There's a correlation. Shabina says there's a correlation ID error. I guess I need the permissions fixed on the OneNote. Okay. Shabina, you there was a guys. Those who got the access, did you have to click the forgot password in OneNote, and then the password came, and then you click that, and then you were able to connect? Was that the way those who got the OneNote access, or you just got the access right from the link that was in your email? So, anyone got the correlation error when you were connecting to OneNote? Use humbermail.ca username and password. OneDrive shared for me. Okay. So, normally when I share, so there's a invitation that comes to your email, and you click that invitation, and you should be getting the OneNote invitation. But I was told that the students have to click to get the code first, and the code is sent, and then you get the access. Well, okay, Bikram says no error, but it asks for credential. Okay, so Bikram, what credential did you give? And Shabina says I'm using that. Okay, you're using that code, and still you got there. Oh, you got the access when I opened the node. Humber mail and ID password. Okay, so that was so your regular credentials were being asked. Okay. So guys, if we are all back here, are we all back here? Do we all see Server Manager like I'm seeing? Anyone not seeing that? Let me know. Hopefully everyone's there. Hey. Okay, but there's nothing in OneNote. Okay, so yeah, OneNote, guys, please do let me know at the end of the class, and I'll just try to share with you, and then you can just try this. Right now, everyone's on Server Manager, so let's go ahead. Okay, but OneNote related issues, let me know when at the end of the class. So guys, if you're all there on Server Manager, then we need to actually go for the checking if the DHCP is there as well. So Active Directory is there, DNS is there, but DHCP is still not configured. So there's that yellow triangle here. I'm going to click that yellow triangle, and that yellow triangle, you should all be seeing that, and it says that complete DHCP configuration. So DHCP is not fully configured yet, so it needs an authorization from Active Directory now to run, and it will create two security groups there, DHCP administrators and DHCP users, right? So let's click that yellow triangle here, and then click this complete DHCP configuration, right? So let's click that.
Hello? Hello, sir?
Hello, wrong number. Sorry, just kidding. Yeah.
I don't have the DCP option on the left.
So this means you did not install the DHCP when we were installing that. So Shabuddin, see this? Go to Add Roles and Features. Oh, if you don't see that Add Roles and Features, then click that Manage, and then click Add Roles and Features. Shabuddin, you're there?
Okay. Next.
And go next. Just keep clicking next until you reach this page. Server roles. And click this DHCP and then next install. You got it, Shabuddin?
Okay.
So hopefully, yeah, when you're there, click next and install, and then this yellow triangle will appear there, and we can just click this complete DHCP configuration. So let me know when you're there and you're done. So I'll just show you these steps as well. Okay, guys.
Okay.
So let's click the complete DHCP configuration here, and you will find this screen popping up here. And so you can see there, create the following security groups for delegation of DHCP server administration and DHCP administrators and DHCP users. And then there's authorized DHCP. So it's going to ask Active Directory, hey, Active Directory, shall I work or not? So we're going to click next. There's nothing here. And then it says, what administrator are you logged in from? So hopefully everyone's seeing Humber/administrator here, or whatever domain name you put there, /administrator here. And that's it. So if you see that, this is good enough. So nothing to change on this page as well, and click commit. So let's click commit here. And everyone done? Or anyone not done? Not done. Anyone done, right? So
Can I see the previous page, please?
right? Okay.
Oh, there's no previous.
Yeah, there's no previous, but with
Changes made under authorization.
so just click next. There's no change. There's no change. Just next.
Thank you.
Welcome. So Amarjeet, which screen?
Sir, I have only one option, like creating security groups done.
Yeah. So you see, are the 2 dones or 1 done?
Just one done. Creating security groups done.
Okay, and authorization is not done. It says failed.
Yeah. No, I mean there is no option at all.
For Active Directory authorization.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So Arti, do you see this on your server manager?
I have. I didn't see the DNS part, so I'm able to see the Active Directory and DHCP. I'm not able to see the DNS one. Yeah. Should I again? Should I add roles again?
With ADS, we did install DNS at that time. Hopefully, you did not uncheck that option.
No, I didn't uncheck it. No.
So it's not showing. That means that it's acting weird. Well, in Windows, it could be a restart away. But DNS should be showing here. And Arti, you can just check this way. Manage, add roles and features. Go there. And just simply check if the DNS is there. But this is not the way we should be installing, because if we do not install it with Active Directory, then it's not going to configure the DNS as well. So is the DNS checked like this?
Oh no, sir. I'm sorry. It's unchecked.
Hey, how is it possible? So unless you have unchecked during the wizard, which we did not uncheck.
Okay. Can I check it now and add future and restart again, sir?
So, yes, you can do that, but it's gonna be a longer procedure now.
Okay.
And I'm canceling out. So better uninstall Active Directory and reinstall Active Directory with DNS, because Active Directory configures automatically the DNS, and that's very critical.
Okay. Okay, I can catch up, sir. Okay, no problem.
And so
hello, sir. So now I am in DCP post installation configuration.
Okay.
So here use alternate credentials. Check this one or not?
No, next finish. Don't change anything there.
But next is not working.
Okay.
Like username Humber administrator.
Yeah.
And then use alternate credentials, so next is not working.
So
Commit.
Only click the top one. Don't click the second one.
Okay, so then next is not working. So click on commit.
Oh yeah, commit. Yeah, there's a commit there, right? So yeah, click commit. There is no next
Yeah.
on that screen.
Okay.
Commit.
Okay.
Okay. And on the chat, I see Amarji says, okay, it's DHCP. Shabina says yes. Ifyani says, I have 2 duns, which is okay. From Amarjit, sir, can you please repeat DHCP? Shabina says, so wait for his instructions now. And Brahim says, maybe a conflict. Okay, so Amarjit, are you done with that? Okay, cool, done. Alright guys, so if we are back here, so DHCP is done, but we need to create the DHCP scope inside the DHCP, right? So we can go to the tools here, this one on the top right, in Server Manager, the tools, and then we go down to this DHCP, right? So let's click that D, H, C, and P, right? So once we click that D, H, C, P, then this window should open, right? So just expand this window and expand this as well, right? Expand this. And then just expand this domain name. So guys, everyone sees green arrow there with IPv4 v6, or anyone sees a black circle there as well? It must be green, right? So make sure that it is green for everyone. Anyone sees you missed this screen? Okay, screen. So Olufemi, you missed this screen. You want me to repeat or green? Okay, there's green. Cool. Yes, how did you get here? Okay, Olufemi is saying, so I'm just going to close that. Olufemi, see this? You can click the tools and open DHCP console here. So tools, DHCP console. Welcome. And once you click, just open that and then just expand that as well. And just expand that as well. So, and then we can just expand IPv4 here, and it is green, and you can see that there's no scope here because we never created a scope. Scope is created for giving automatically the IP from an IP range to all the client machines. DHCP is supposed to give IP addresses to the non-critical machines, but critical machines you should be giving IP addresses statically, manually. Like servers are all critical machines, printers are critical machines. Many administrators give IP to printers from DHCP, but then they reserve it. So that is also okay, but better give a static IP and don't depend on DHCP for critical machines. Critical machines could be wherever there are hundreds of users connected, and if that machine goes down, hundreds of users are disconnected. So that would be critical. So our business application that is earning you millions of dollars. Okay, your company, not you. So, alright guys, if you're all here, then we can right click on IPv4 here. Right click on IPv4 here, and then click new scope. Right click on IPv4 and click new scope. Okay, so here new scope. And then we click next, and we type here your first name scope. Okay, so your first name scope here. And so at the summary of this, I need a screenshot. So do not click the close at the last page of this scope, right? So let's click next here, and let's go for start IP address. And so starting range would be 192.168.200.50, and then press tab to go to the next screen. And we're giving an IP range here, right? So 192.168.200.100. So this means that 50 IPs will be available for the client machines. Name is blank? No, name is not blank. It is this, your first name scope. And it is not my first name, it is your first name scope, right? And click next. Then give this range. So once you give this range, then once you give this range 192.168.200.50, 192.168.200.100, So if you have given this range already and the length is 24, that is automatic, and that's supposed to be /24 in our case. So let's click next.
So where is the new scope wizard? How did you open the new scope wizard, please?
So right click here on IPv4,
Okay.
and then click new scope.
Okay, fine.
And Brian says here we can understand the IPv4 class of Cisco. We can understand the IPv4 class of Cisco. Yes. Understand means you want a lecture on subnetting. Okay, so yes, and what's the scope for? So Paul, the scope is to give an IP range. So suppose you have 500 machines and you want to give an IP address to all the machines. So when you go to DHCP, you need to tell DHCP, hey, my 500 machines need an IP. So you will give a long range here, and that range of IPs can be automatically given to those machines, which because you cannot give them manually IP one by one by going. You can actually, but it's just gonna take 1 or 2 weeks for us. So DHCP just gives those machines IP addresses automatically. So we create scope to tell the scope and give it a range to give it to all the clients who need it. Otherwise, if they don't have an IP, they cannot be on the network. So that's why we create a scope. Okay, so let us, if you have given the scope here for the client machines, we're not going to have that many client machines, but we're just having a DHCP here. At least for one machine, it should give an IP automatically. Next, let's click next now. So we're not going to add an exclusion range, but there's a question to those who are a bit familiar with this topic. What's the difference in DHCP between exclusion and reservation? Anyone knows the difference between exclusion in DHCP and reservation in DHCP?
Sir, in exclusion, those IP addresses will not be seen even in the DHCP server, and for reserved, those will be like completely fixed, and the DHCP will not release those IP addresses for use. So it will just be stuck to those particular devices where the IP address is assigned.
Exactly. That's a very good explanation. And Paul says exclusion can't be seen. Reservation are reserved for other reasons. Exactly. Arti says reserved IPs for printers. Yeah, we can just reserve for. So exclusion, DHCP cannot use them, and you can use it for whenever you run out of the IP ranges there, or for rainy days, as we say. That's exclusion range. And reservation is you give an IP from DHCP, but then you reserve it. Just means DHCP cannot take it back, right? So we're not going to give any exclusion range, but we understand what that is, and click next. Okay, printers cannot, exactly. So, and then there's a lease duration. So on the lease duration, for that number of days you can give an IP to a machine. You can increase it to 30 days, you can increase it to 15 days. So it depends on if it's suppose it's a restaurant or some guest network where users are only coming for a few hours, so you can even put 0 here and put 4 hours or 2 hours or 3 hours there, just like in any restaurant you're going there. So in the guest network, when you connect, you can give even lesser lease time, and then the DHCP takes back the IP. So we're going to keep it like that, not really something that we need in our environment, except for that machine. So one machine that we're going to be creating. So let's click next without changing anything here. And yes, do you want to configure the DHCP options for the scope now? So yes, I want to configure these options now. What are those extra options? So before this page, we gave an IP range that will be given to all the clients of your network. So let's click next. Now these are the options which are central services that are being provided by DHCP. So all the clients, when they get the IP, suppose there are 500 clients or 1000 clients, so they all need to know what is our gateway, right? So you don't need to go there one by one to give a gateway. When you're giving IP addresses, why don't you just give more extra information to those clients as well? So that's why we're going to put a gateway here, and that is, again, in our environment, it's a fake gateway, 192.168.200.1, and click add. And then we click So if you have click the add button here, then click next. So when all the clients get the gateway information, they also get the IP of the machine. Then they should also know that who is the DNS server here. Seriously, wow, my DNS server is actually not good. So if anyone's seeing the people IP address here, so definitely I'll just remove that. And in your case, if it's a correct IP, don't do anything. In my case, it is incorrect, so I'm just giving the correct IP now. Add. Oh yeah, it detects that. So 192.168.2.1, this is what you're supposed to see. If you see that, you're good. And click next. So WINS is Windows Internet Naming Services. This was purely a Microsoft name resolution protocol, which no longer is used, and Microsoft recommends to go for DNS. This is just for backward compatibility, it's still there. So we're not going to use that as well for name resolution. So let's click next without configuring anything here. And then yes, you want to activate the scope. Yes, we want to. Okay, so keep it yes and next. So oh, seriously, where's the summary page? I needed a summary page. DHCP hurt my feelings now. Okay, so well, there's no summary page here, so we're gonna click finish here. Go ahead and click finish. And then if you see the scope here created, then just take a screenshot of this DHCP configured. If you see this, just take a screenshot of this DHCP configured. So I'll take that screenshot now with the name there. Make sure your screenshots have a name, and I'll put that as screenshot 3, and I'll put the name there. So screenshot 3, and the name is DHCP configured. DHCP configured. So this is on your WhatsApp, so you will have an idea about the screenshot, and I'll just put it there in OneNote. So that is our screenshot number 3. DHCP configured. Okay, so let's keep going. Alright, so DHCP configured, that's good enough, and make sure there are green circles here, and click close. So I'm just gonna close that now. So Brother says how to take with the name, please. So Brother, this name on the top, very top. So if you have put the full screen here like Aziz, so you have to double click anywhere here, and okay, or right click here. Seriously, how to go out of the full screen? Oh, if I just drag up there like this, drag up, so there's a cross here, and the cross puts you back to smaller screen, and then make sure that you take the name on the top left, or if it is showing here in your operating system, take that. Well, actually, if you don't have to go out of full screen, because your name will be showing in the DHCP as well, wherever the name is showing, and then the scope is also showing your name. So then in that case, you don't have to do this. The name is showing within the DHCP, that's good enough as well. If it's not, then only go for putting the screen back. All right, so let's close that, and we're gonna go ahead with the rest of the configuration there. So the DHCP is configured, that's good enough. So we can just work on the rest of the machines now, and so we're gonna go for second machine. Also, when the second machine is being installed, we can use that time to go for the next machine as well, and that would be on third VM. Let's do following, and I'll just put that information so we would know that now we're not gonna wait for the second machine to be installed. So we're just gonna go for third and fourth. It's the same thing, third and fourth VM. That let's install Esxi Hypervisor 6.5. Well, and follow the keyboard based prompts. Okay, so Esxi is basically Linux, so the installation goes like Linux installation. Yes. So Madhuri says, can we have a break for 5 minutes? Yeah, okay. So guys, we can have 2 breaks. One is we can have a 10-minute break now, and then have a 10-minute break at 8:50 as well. So okay, 10-minute break now, or 15-minute break now, and 5-minute break at 8:50 as well. So 9, yeah, at 9. So 10-minute break now, and 10-minute at 9. Okay. Alright guys, so but if we I need any 10-minute break. So right now, okay, so 10-minute break is good now. 10-minute break now, and 10 at 9. So and 10-minute break at 9. So class starts. So break. Class starts 8:12. So 8:12. Okay, run for it, guys, and come back. Third on the second server, which Windows version we should install? Okay, so the Windows version would be the same as we installed here. So it would be 2012 Data Center. And second server, do not install Active Directory, do not install DNS, do not install DHCP. It's just a member server. It's going to join the domain empty member server if you're going ahead. Yeah, only OS. Okay. So, okay. Break. I'm just going to mute now. One. Okay, so let's go ahead, guys. If you're there, then we were just starting the installation of the second, third, and fourth machine now. Let's just go for the second machine. Wherever there's a longer installation required, then we're gonna go for the third machine then. So we're gonna try to be more smarter now, and you're the administrator of your environment, so be smart and do not be confused at what's going on. If you are, then please do ask that what are we doing and why we're doing that, right? So let's go ahead and on second machine. So we're just gonna go for the vCloud director here. Let's go to the vCloud director. The first machine is kind of ready, and we're gonna go for so this will be your first name server 2 that on the last class we created here. So everyone should have that machine there, and let's power it to we gave the so let's just power it on. Your first name server 02. So I'm gonna click here and click here again, and click here third time and fourth time. What happened? Refresh. It's not responding. Oh, yeah. See, I was just testing you what to do here, and yes, you guys are right. So no, actually, I forgot. So seriously, what's wrong with me? We have to power on, and then it will respond. Ugh. Okay, so I need some samosa power here, right? So those, well, I think everyone knows now what is samosa. Okay, so power on, and then we should start. And once, well, it is powering on now, and we're gonna click that. And then, oh, the most painful part of this installation is getting the mouse. So let's just go through the initial configuration here, where it starts the longer version of that. Then we're going to go for the third and fourth machine here, which are basically keyboard based, but right now Windows, which is supposed to be mouse based, is also for now keyboard based. So I'm going to click on top of, so there's the mouse here. I'm going to click on top of that and then start tabbing it. Tabbing is the new term now. Tab, and I'm on the second time and currency format. I'm just gonna go for up arrow, up arrow, up arrow, up arrow, up arrow, up until I need to see English Canada. Up. Oh, there's a Canada here, right? So one tab only, and then I reached by up arrow English Canada. That's all we need to do, and press enter. So just up arrow, right? So tab, nothing here. Tab, there's a next. Our tab is on the next now. So tab, the first one, tab, second one. Second one, when you reach there with the tab, just up arrow, until you reach the English Canada, then tab again and tab. There you go. So we're on next, and we can just click enter or spacebar, and it's gonna go ahead. Once you click next here, just press enter here, install now. Do not go tab on this one. Just press enter here on this page. Do not go to that repair your computer, right? So enter. One student previous course, he was saying that, hey, why my computer is going on repair? So he just was pressing tab on every screen. So yes, guys, we have to be smart, and we have to check that where we need to press tab and where not. So on the screen, I'm just gonna down arrow until I reach this fourth one, data center server GUI. Or if you have gone for standard server with GUI, that's also good. Or go for data center server with GUI. Actually, it's better to have data center in your laptop also. When you reach there for the second machine, just, well, you're gonna see the lab videos there that I've uploaded for the laptops and desktops, but here it's exactly like that. There also actually it's like that. So if you select that, press enter. And then spacebar to accept the license agreement, and enter to go ahead. Spacebar to accept the license agreement, enter to go ahead. And then we're not upgrading, we are installing a new OS, so down arrow and then press enter or spacebar. Down arrow to choose the custom, right? Custom, and then press enter. That's it. On the screen, just press enter. On the screen, just press enter. So now that's gonna take time, and we don't have to really wait for that. So everyone on this screen? Yes. Oh, okay. Thank you for that reply. So, oh, S is also good for yes. That's even shorter than YES. And yes. Okay. So if we're all there, and once we reach the login screen, obviously, then you will know that we have to install VMware tools here as well. And that's where, guys, hopefully those who were not able to do that last time may know that what to do. Otherwise, hopefully we are all ready to connect with TeamViewer. So hope those who will be again having issues with how to go reach that VMware tools through tab, you can ask for help on TeamViewer, and I would request that all the volunteers can also help and connect to other students' machines and install with tab the VMware tools. So we're going to take that time to really go through that step together and a bit faster. Thank you for your cooperation in that. So guys, it's going to take time. We can just take out the mouse from here, and we can, so there's that Feroz has put a screenshot on WhatsApp, and I'll just drag it here on this screen. So there's a screenshot here, and Feroz saying powered off, unable to perform this action, contact your cloud administrator. Oops. Hey, after least time done, are they actually not letting you do that? So you take a screenshot, then just email to the tech support, or Preetham is not technical guy. Well, guys, can you just email me this on my college email, which is say.shazad at. So you can screenshot. You can just put that on my college email if you're unable to do anything. So any errors that stop you from doing the lab, and you've done your troubleshooting and you've done your T-shoot and no solution, then send error screenshots to me on .shazad at humber.ca, and well, then I'll send it to the vCloud administrator, and the lease time should have been renewed. So have you renewed lease? Lease is there for 6 days, yeah. And Shabina is saying, let me check the issue. Okay, and so yeah, just send me that screenshot on this page, and if you're unable to go ahead, right? So me too, having the same error, and guys, are we able to T-shoot that? So I'm just gonna control V it, and so first try to troubleshoot, and before sending me the screenshot, just try to troubleshoot, and if you're unable to, then go for it. Go for it. Okay, so I'll just put that down here. Okay, and now this, if you go to the vCloud here, because mine is also, oh, it's I had 2 hours left here in lease time, and now it's again renewed to 6 days. So it is automatic process, right? Should be. Well, guys, you can well, it is shut down. It has shut down your machine after lease time has expired. So it's supposed to be automatic release, but try to power on again or refresh the screen. And guys, also try to sign out, sign in from here. Sign out, sign in from the top right. See this? And then sign out, sign in, and then try to power on the machine again. So okay, sign out, sign in is also not working. So unable to perform this action, contact your cloud administrator. You're kidding me. It should just. So guys, anyone else got this error that your lease time was really less or finishing, and then it renewed automatically for anyone? Or still? Oh, so for Brother, the lease time actually renewed. Okay, automatically.
Sir, it is automatically renewed. What I feel is like we have so many VMs on. Can we shut down our servers one in the meanwhile if we don't need them?
Server 1 can be shut
We
down
can
for
try that. Yeah, maybe we can try that, and if we can power it on right now, our servers to server 2.
Yes, we can still work on server 2 when we need to join into domain. Then definitely we need that, but we need the server 1 later. So guys, yes, try this. Shut down your server 1 and keep working only on server 2 for now. So if you got, you can just send the same screenshot like Shabina sent there. Oh, it was Shabina. Then Feroz also sent that same screenshot. But do try to check it out if you could sign out, sign in, and if you can check any. It is automatic, so definitely where there's no button for us to press here to renew our lease time for the next 6 days. And if it is not automatically happening, please put that screenshot there, and also send it to me. I'll send all the screenshots to the vCloud administrator, and he should be looking at those. Okay, guys. So if these we'll keep the first machine down and go for the second machine, and it's still installation is going on. I think if I click power on, oh, it's restarting. Okay. Okay, So we can go for the third machine now, guys, and that is Esxi01, right? Hopefully it's okay for everyone, and the least time issue is not there for you. So we can try to start while your first name server 01, oh sorry, server 02 is still installing. We can go to your first name Esxi01 now, the third machine that is, and power it on as well, right? So we need to install hypervisor, the VMware hypervisor here now, right? So this is not an OS, this is an hypervisor, so this will install real fast. Well, much faster than the OS itself. So we can go to the Esxi1 actions, power on, Esxi1 actions, power on, right? Esxi1 actions, power on. And once we are powered it on, let's see the installation steps of that, and then we can do the power on for the Esxi2 as well later. Oops, powered off. Uh-oh. No. Unable to perform this action. Contact your cloud administrator. No. Even the teacher, even the instructor has it. Da-da-da. Okay, so well, guys, that was it. And yeah, interesting.
Yeah, and now the error is coming on all the virtual machines, so we cannot power on any of the machines. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go to this. Guys, try this. So we're gonna be collecting a lot of screenshots now for the vCloud administrator. So next time he would try to avoid this situation. So guys, try to power on the Esxi2 as well. And if you got the error, please take a screenshot of that. Okay, so Preetham should know that, and the administrator should know that. So when you're sending this to me on my college email, please CC Preetham as well, so he should know what's going on, and the cloud administrator should be well, last course this didn't happen, so he made some changes, and there you go. Changes. So I have a pink screen. So pink screen, that is Brahim. So you can just restart again, because pink screen is just like a blue screen of death in Windows. In VMware it's a pink screen of death. This just means that it crashed. Ouch. And it is too pink. Yeah. So just restart this and try again, Brahim. And it should have 4 GB RAM, so it should not be less than that, and 2 processor, not 1. So then it will work, otherwise it won't work. So refreshing doesn't do anything. Okay. And sign out, sign in doesn't do anything.
Sir, I'm suspecting too many VMs are on, so it may not hit the capacity over there. So
it didn't happen last time, and yeah, they know that our class needs that many VMs. That they clearly know that. So this could be a temporary issue, because in last course it didn't happen. We were able to start all 4 machines easily and work on them.
Okay.
There were some other issues that were really bad, but right now, wow, all of me bought something cool. Yeah.
Sure, under your recent tasks, if you see, it is showing running 2 and failed 41. So if you could click on failed also, you'll see all the reports over there. Yeah. Just in case if you got messages. Yeah.
Thank you for noticing that. And okay. Oh, so I was wanted to just drag it up. Okay. Oh. Phew. Serious. Fail. Okay, can I export this name service? We'll try to check that out, and no, that's just filtering. Recent tasks. Obviously, the cloud administrator would have a record of that there in the logs, so that's something that can't be hidden, or can be tracked later as well. So guys, what this means is that so anyone is able to start Esxi1 and or Esxi2. Anyone is able to start. So all of me, that is the perfect machine. Okay, so anyone is able to start E6i1, E6i2. Everyone getting this error? Anyone not getting this error on E6i1 and E6i2? So I'm not talking about your first name server 2, but E6i1, E6i2. Everyone is getting this error. Okay. So, oh, no means I'm kind of confused now. So no means you don't have an error and it is working, or can't start. Okay, cool. Not cool, but yeah, got it. I started E6i1 after pink screen, and now I got that error. Okay, there you go. So yeah, they ran out of this, which was not supposed to happen. So guys, take a screenshot, everyone, and please spam me with that screenshot, one screenshot only, where you can take a screenshot of this where E6i2, so it would be like this, screenshot, and it would look like this. So screenshot, power off, and power off, right? Some of you have actually clicked that and take the screenshot of the error, so one of those screenshots would be enough also. So while we can still use this time for configuring server 2 and fully installing it with all the configurations, so we're going to use this time to just go for it. And guys, you can see that already some unexpected errors are coming in. We haven't even started that big huge application on server 2, which is vCenter. So we need to reach to that point. Hopefully we will. So that is just continuous reminders you are getting that please prepare your laptops and desktops. We might have to shift to our laptops and desktops to have this course smoothly going ahead. Last course was kind of a chaos and disaster, and we decided that on 6th or 7th class that why don't we just move away to the laptops, and then every student had to do that at the mid of the course, right? Then after that, the whole course was very smooth, very smooth. It's just that it's 16 GB RAM, but it was smooth course. Right now, it's just a start. I mean, hopefully it doesn't happen again, and we still keep on going because Humber wants us to go this way, not knowing what we're facing. Actually, they know, but they're not technical people. And those who are technical, they're saying, oh, okay, we'll do it. That's it. Seriously. So can you walk us through on setting up on our local machine so we can be ready? So Paul, yeah, I did enroll you guys to today to my VMware course, which was done on laptop, so you can watch those videos, and those are exactly step by step on the laptop itself, with the software links to download are also in that course that I enrolled everyone to. And please check the previous conversation on the WhatsApp in the evening, that URL, and I showed at the start of the course as well. Or there's a big or now, guys. Or we could simply just start on our laptops, and that's it, right? So it's our decision. Then I can take you step by step from scratch, right? We could all do, I could show you everything step by step, VMware workstation, everything. But we then have to simply leave this, right? So if everyone agrees with that, everyone's mentally ready with that, then we can do it. Otherwise, we have to continue with this experience. Yeah, it's I pushed. I told the management that it's better to tell the students, the future students, to bring a laptop with 24 GB RAM, but now I have gone through this course with 16 GB RAM as well, and other than vSAN, which is our critical lab, so I could show you a demo for that. Other than vSAN, all the labs are possible on 16 GB as well. All the labs. So everyone has 16 GB RAM. Anyone has less than 16 GB RAM? Anyone has less than 16 GB RAM? Anyway, I think most of us are prepared for it now. I'm not sure, but I think so. So guys, I need a yes from everyone to switch to laptops. Otherwise, if one student says, no, I want to go for vCloud, so it's something that everyone has to agree, then we can switch. Otherwise, this is just a start of errors, right? We haven't gone to vCenter, and hopefully we will be able to, I guess, I don't know, guys, anyone saying no, because everyone's saying yes. Those who are saying no, you can just it's your decision. I want this course to be smooth, and I want you to learn all the advanced technologies. I'm passionate about that. My suggestion is to switch to laptop, but I don't implement anything forcefully on anyone. Any one person says no, and we're gonna be still doing this on vCloud. If no one says no, so guys, if anyone says no, just go to his home and just drag him outside and then try to properly convince him, and then let me know that. Oh, just kidding. So yeah. But yeah, I respect everyone's opinion. If anyone says no, it's a no. Everyone says yes, we start laptoping. Wow, what a way to say laptoping, right? Okay, just ping screen. Okay. So I have attached both. Yep. And copied Preetham too. Okay, thank you, Shabina. It's power on. Oh, it's Esxi is powered on. So guys, I'll be sending an email, and I would need your written yes. That's what I did with the last course, and they were pretty much all yes, very easily. And then we just finished all the labs very smooth. They saw the worst of the vCloud. You haven't seen that yet, okay. I'm just gonna power on this again.
Sir, I had a question, like on the VMware machine, like on the physical machine that we have. Say for example, we start doing this lab over there. So how many machines can we host over there? What is the limit of?
Limit is our processor and RAM. Within 16 GB, we have to really adjust our virtual machine RAM. We still need 4 virtual machines. We still need vCenter, which itself needs 10 GB RAM, but we're gonna put it down to 6 GB RAM. Sometimes over committing the RAM also still works, and I've gone through that 16 GB RAM based VMware course with the last course, and in another college I went through that. So majority of the lab we were able to do. It's just that we had to readjust the RAMs many times, but the whole experience was smoother than this vCloud experience.
Okay.
So okay. Here I mentioned HumberClass is having issues as well. Okay, yeah. So guys, it's either this is the time for decision, or the next class is the time for decision, and we can just finish up with this server 2 installation. But normally what happens is I can show you here. Obviously, everyone would be seeing that. So I have a VMware workstation here, which you would need, and if I double click the VMware workstation here, like Aeds, so it has all the machines here on the left side, right? And well, I am teaching many of the courses, MCSA and Office 365 and all others, Azure, AWS. So there's a lot of machines there, on-premises Exchange server and others. So that's how we're gonna have machines here. I have 32 GB RAM in my laptop and i7 quad core processor. So good hardware is the first thing you need to have planning if you want to stick to the IT field. Anyway, so the thing is that 4 machines here, but I can take you step by step with pretty much every step, and can troubleshoot with you your laptop issues, given that you have minimum 16 GB RAM. If you have less than 16 GB, sit back, enjoy the show, or stick to vCloud, or get that RAM, right? Because we need to get jobs, so we need to have a smooth lab to understand these critical technologies. These are very, it can go complicated. It will go complicated after that, right? So if we are worried about underlying platform here, then okay. So last course I was really frustrated, and all the students were, but we made a decision. We had the rest of the course smooth. Anyway, so we need to okay, here Shabina says I have mentioned whole class is having issues as well. Okay, anyone? You want to talk? Anyone talk? Okay. Firoz says yes. Server 2 powered on now. Okay. Paul says on the new OS we are installing. What's next? Shabina says, sir, could you share ISOs on Google Drive? So, okay, guys, I'll send an email. If everyone says yes, then we're good. right now, let's just try to install that server 2 here, and let's go to server 2. So at the end of the class and by tomorrow, you will get an email that everyone is okay. When I get 29 yeses there, then I will start sending you the software. But the software is the same that I shared in that VMware course as well. Hey, why am I not connecting here? Retry. Okay. The software is the same that I shared already in the VMware course with you. You're all enrolled there, or those who gave me the email, you're all enrolled there. Oh, what's going on here? I need to connect. What? Okay. Refresh. So guys, we need to do this these steps that we did on the first machine. What steps? These steps. I'm gonna put it on WhatsApp as well, so you can see those steps. You need to reach and with these steps here on WhatsApp and here as well. So these are steps we need to do on second machine. I put it on WhatsApp. If I move away from the screen, at least you would be able to see that, right? And yeah, the comments. The software didn't work. Okay. I'm okay with insertion on the laptop. Shabina says, we have another screen open. Oh, okay. All the shared software that we downloaded. Well, yeah, if you're having problem with that shared software, that I can resolve. I can remotely connect to your laptop at different times. You just have to tell me which time is available for you, and we have to mutually agree with that. I have to be available as well for that time. Anyway, guys, are we connected to? Oh, this is server 1. I need to connect to server 2, so I'll just go back there. I refreshed it. This is. Oh, seriously, I was connecting to somebody else's. No, it was mine. So this is mine. I'll connect to that. Oh man, serious. You know, overall RAM, overall processing, it sucks on vCloud. Seriously. Now I don't have enough RAM to connect to my machine. Are we all having this issue, or? So I'm reading comments. What should be the IP of second VM? Okay, the IP is. Let me share that picture. So IP of server 2 is just that 2 would be different instead of 1. So I'll just create that quickly and put that on WhatsApp as well. So this is what we need to do. Your first name SERV1, IP is 192.168.200.1 as 2 would be the IP. Let me just put the IP there. It will be 2, and subnet mask equals 255.255.255.0. Gateway equals 192.168.200.1. and PD preferred DNS equals 192.168.200.1. And the rest of the configurations are what I just put there. So I'll just copy there. Time zone check, VMware tools. Okay, so time zone and time. VMware.
It should be served too, right, sir?
Mm-hmm. Sorry?
It should be served too, right?
Yeah. Oh, server 2, seriously. Thank you, sir. And 02. And firewall's off. And lock out time change. And
Excuse me, I have a question. Yeah. I've done my server 2, but it's picking up DHCP from somewhere, from someone else's server.
Oh, you're able to see someone else's server?
Yeah, it picked up my DHCP address from someone else's server.
Do you know the name of that server?
No,
Okay.
because I created my domain as ifeanyi.local, but this is picking up DHCP from humber.local.
Humber.local. Oh,
Yeah.
that is somebody else's. You're right. This also happens, guys, in vCloud that you might see somebody else's machine here, and somebody else might see your machine there. It also happened in previous course as well. So we're getting luckier now.
Yeah, but once the IP address clashes, everybody's having the same 200.1, 200.2.
Yeah.
That means if we could see ourselves, then we'll be having IP conflicts here and there, and we're configuring the same DHCP for same
No, it's not.
options for
It's not
everyone.
sharing with everyone. It just happens with one or two machines. So otherwise, by now we would be, really having a huge amount of issues. So VApp is supposed to not let that happen, and VApp is our closed environment. But one or two machines, last course also, we were seeing some students were saying that they're seeing some other students' machine, and those guys were as smart as you guys are, really technical. So, but we were confused. We were just, it was happening. A very strange thing was happening on vCloud.
Okay.
So this is one or two machines that might be doing that. So restart your machines and hopefully it doesn't work. Oh, it doesn't happen again.
Okay.
And so guys, here I'm just gonna put that turn off firewall and power options, VM restart and take snapshot. Okay. So rename and restart VM and then take snapshot. So this is what we need to do in the second machine overall. And since we don't have third machine to, so yeah, after taking snapshot, I'll just add one more thing. Simply join it to domain, right? So that's the only different thing in the second machine, and it's going to be a member server, right? So I'm just going to copy that and paste it on WhatsApp. So if I move away from the screen, you can see on WhatsApp what's the configuration that is needed there. Your Himan says I'm not able to power on my second VM. Himan, you can try to put that error in the screenshot. Able to install themselves their hypervisor when by any chance. Okay, so yeah, the software for the laptop, guys, we need to have a separate, first I need everyone's written yes. Yes, we are okay to connect to laptop. If you can all email me this, yes, we are okay to connect to our laptop, do our course on laptops. If that is done first, so at least nobody later comes up to me or comes to the management, hey, I wanted that on vCloud, he told us to, I never agreed to that. So you understand that kind of, so that's why I need to be secure from my side. But the smooth course, I need you to tell me if you want smooth course, then it's gonna be laptop. So what I'm trying to put here is, see this, that kindly email me this subject. I need 29 emails for that, right? So subject equals just please switch to laptop, and I'm not forcing you to do that, but it's going to guarantee smooth code, because we need to consider it on understanding critical concepts instead of worrying about the underlying platform. So I agree to switch our course to our laptops as we have issues. So copy paste from here, and if you agree, issues in our vCloud. So we can then decide sooner and get it over with and start our journey towards more complicated settings. We need to, so email to who? So email to this. So, right? But do not CC Preetham. Otherwise, we're stuck with, do not CC any management, right? So this is our course, our decision, our knowledge. So from their side of point of view, yes, we are okay, we have done our course, we have understood everything, right? But if you this will really help you to understand the complicated concepts there. So I'm just going to copy that. If you agree all, we're good. If you don't, then we're continuing with this, right? So this is you can just email from your college email to my college email. We don't CC management, otherwise I'm just trying to make it very smooth process. But if anyone wants to copy management, you're most welcome. But after that, no guarantee that we would be able to go ahead. So it's our technical decision. Anyway, so guys, here I'm connecting to server 2 now, and seriously, guys, anyone able to connect to server 2? Now I'm not able to connect to server 2. So pretty frustrating for me, because I need to take you to the more complicated roles there, and we need to really learn that. You're going to see that how complicated it's going to get. So we need a smooth environment for that first. Okay, so there are so many messages here that issues in our vCloud. Yes, all of them. If any says yes on server 2, okay, finished installing VMware tools. Oh, Firoz's second machine is good. Okay, brother, check because you have another window open. Kavita says mine is connected. Oh, okay. Brother says on server 2. Okay. So I'm gonna refresh that, and hopefully I'm connected to server 2. So it is powered on, and I just need to remotely connect if I get enough RAM and CPU from underlying vCloud platform. So wow, seriously. When I was teaching Windows Server 2012 MCSA course, so here in Humber, we were doing it all on the laptops, and yeah, it didn't require more RAM. 16 GB RAM was good enough for that. So thank God MCSA was not destroyed by this. Okay, guys. So what happened? Yeah. Oh, seriously, I have? Maybe that's why. See, I was so frustrated. Okay. Okay, that's some of the things that I try to avoid there, and while I'm trying to be more sad on this situation, I actually did not see that mine was working actually. Okay. Okay, Control Alt Delete. Thank you for noticing that. And I think I'm getting older. I think 65 years old, right? So okay, small ABC equals 2.23. Seriously, what's wrong with me? Thank you for noticing that, and you earned 5 samosas from me. Virtual samosas, right? We have our digital currency here. Okay, so everyone there? 65 is very young? Hey! 65 is young? Really? Yeah, you know, when we reach 65, it has its toll. Okay, guys, so once we're logged in, so everyone has installed VMware tools. Anyone's server 2 is not working? My server 2 can't power on. Oh, okay, so Ajibola's server 2 is not working. Himan's server 2 is not working. If AN is 70, are you kidding me? So, so how many's server 2 is not working, guys? Okay, so 2 guys, server 2 is not working, but so the rest can actually go for that task of installing VMware tools. So are we all ready to help each other to install VMware tools? Yes. Okay, thank you for that reply and determination. And
sir.
Oh, that means yes. Okay, so task completed. Ruben has already done. Woohoo! Wow. Olufemi says, I will watch the video and do it again during the week. Okay. Jagun says, completed. Arthi says, my server 2 mouse is not working. Yes, that's where we are, Arthi. So I'm going to again try to go for that. So guys, first step to get the VMware tools installed without to get the mouse is that are we all logged in? If you're logged in, then the first step is go back to your virtual machine. This is to get the mouse. So now I need your attention. Who need the mouse? Wow. Who need to install the VMware tools? So go to server 2 here and go to actions and lights, camera, action, install VMware tools. So click that. So everyone did that. If we need the VMware tools installed, we need to do this step. Then the rest is inside the machine. This one step is outside the machine. So install VMware tools and make sure that it is just mounting it to the virtual DVD of this server. So the second step is okay. Second step is that now it's all. I'm gonna click on. See this? There's my mouse here, and I'm gonna click on top of this, wow. Actually, I wanted that, and I wanted to close this server manager. We need to close this server manager, right? So again, mouse is here, right? And I need to see this. The mouse is here as well. I need to go right on top of that and click it, right? See this? So if server manager is gone, then we can simply go down to this and tap our way to the yellow folder, right? Yellow folder is this, right? Yellow folder is this. So above, click the mouse over there beside the server manager and then click close. So it will be gone. Installing VMware tools. Yeah. So I'm explaining that. Those who are able to do that, go ahead and do that, and then let's help others and get this VMware tools installed so we could do all the other tasks as well. And you can just give your team viewer there while I'm showing there those who are unable to follow me. So I'm just going to click here and here. So if I click, it's not doing this, but tab. So first tab is on the Windows icon. If I put the second tab, it's there on the server manager. Then I'm going to put right arrow, and now I'm on top of this file explorer. So I'm going to press space bar, and now it opens. And there's that gray VM that I wanted to see. So I can press tab, Okay, there's a tab, and tab. Then down arrow, down arrow, down arrow, down arrow, down arrow. I'm on top of that. I'm going to press enter on top of that, and the installation starts. Yay! Woohoo! Yay! Okay. So those who see that, oh, this is something impossible. So then just put your team viewer there, and myself and I would request volunteers to help everyone to get this done. If you want the next week to be done on your laptops, so yeah, we can do that too. So we'll just be mentally prepared with that for that, and I'll show you step by step from scratch how to configure the whole environment and where the RAM adjustments need to be done at what time. So, but if 29 emails are there, I'm okay with switching to laptop. We can decide earlier and have a smoother course earlier. Otherwise, you will see how vCloud is treating you, and then maybe you will decide in 5th or 6th or 7th class. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna go to, there's a pop-up there. Oh, okay, I pressed actually tab. So I'm just gonna go back to click here and tab again, and then right arrow. Okay, now I'm gonna press enter here, and it's the pop-up screen. I wanted to go to the pop-up screen. I press enter again on next. Typical tab. It's on next, enter, and it's on install, enter. That's it. At the end, it will ask restart, and we're gonna restart, right? Okay, so my server 2 is showing errors. Anthony is saying, Shabina is saying, me volunteering. Okay, thank you, Shabina. And anyone needs help, do let me know. Thank you. Bikram, from where did we go for renaming the machine? Okay. I need help. Mother is saying help. Okay. So Mother, you can give Shabina the team viewer And anyone else needs help, give me your team viewer so I could connect to your machine. So it's like last week, right? So we were all helping each other. That's how we can go ahead. Oh. 2, okay. And yeah. So guys, I'm on that page where I just need to install, click finish, and there's a restart, yay! So after restart, we normally get the mouse. So anyone else need help, let me know. Otherwise, if you're able to do that, congrats, and restart, and you should get the mouse. And the rest of the tasks are there. Okay, Arthi needs help as well, so I'm just gonna copy this team viewer, and so then I'll just go for team viewer, double click. You know, this WebEx, this also gives us full control with permission to others' machine. I just need to check how. Oh, okay. So Shabina is connecting to Arthi. Good. Thank you. Anyone else wants to give me TeamViewer if you need help? Okay, Madhuri. So yeah, TeamViewer ID. Okay. So the rest, you know, the tasks I have put on the WhatsApp. You can just go through those tasks and configure, and then it's better to help others as well after that if you're done with your server 2. And also try to check that if you can go to the ESXi1, ESXi2. Anyone still able to go to ESXi1 and 2, or they are still giving issues? So, and then yeah, the error you can just send to Preetham and me, so we could raise this case of vCloud not being really nice to us. Oh, so Khalid, you're able to start the ESXi1, ESXi2? Good. Anyone else? Oh, pink screen. I'll check mine. Still giving the error. Actions, power on. Yeah, still power off. Oh, okay. Ruben, please check on WhatsApp. I put those settings there. So, but Ruben, I'll put here clearly one thing, and that is on your first name serve 02. Do not install AD. So do not install AD. Do not install DNS. Do not install DHCP. So again, no AD. Do not install no AD. Do not install no DNS. Do not install no DHCP. That's a new way to say it. Okay, so okay, so Well, so we were supposed to work on Esxi 1 and 2, but that's not really happening today, I guess. So we can complete these tasks and join this server 2 to domain. So I'm gonna go back to my server 2.
My server 2 is not powering, I mean, it's not powered on at all. I'm not able to power on now. Like, it's power off, power off, power off. Yeah, the server.
Please take a screenshot of that and CC me and Preetham. Email me and CC Preetham. So, and yeah, so we can put a very strong case there.
Okay, sir.
So server 2 is on, and I'm just gonna go inside here and click that mouse. Oh, the mouse is here. Hey mouse, mice are welcome as long as they're digital. So, oh, hey, don't tell me I put a wrong password. Small message 1 2 3. And without shift 1 2 3. Oh, okay. Oh, it was without. I think I did not put the without shift 1 2 3. Okay, that's what I do in other courses, other classes. All right. So what I will do is okay, the rest of the steps are. Do we need any screenshots for server 2? What's the computer name for server 2? So Jagwant, the screenshot for server 2 is once you're done all the settings that were shown in WhatsApp, you can take a screenshot of this server manager where the local server is selected and you're renamed, you're joined to the domain, and your static IP is showing. These 3 settings are showing. That's the screenshot we need. So whenever that is done. So local server, then if it is renamed, if it is joined to the domain, and if the static IP correctly is given there, that's a screenshot. Yeah. So I haven't done any of those things. So this area should be screenshotted. So computer name, firewall should be off, domain should be showing here, and the static IP should be showing. That's a screenshot here. And okay, do we need any screens? Oh yeah, and what's the computer name? Server. So your first name, Amarjit. It is your first name, server 2. Your first name, server 2. Okay, sir. Yep. Cool. Cool. Okay.
Sir, I'm getting an error like Active Directory domain controller for the domain humber.local could not be contacted.
Oh, okay. Guys, anyone was able to join to domain the machine, server 2? Anyone was able to join to domain the server 2? Anyone was able to join to server 2? The server 2 to the domain? Actually, no one. Joining. Okay, if any is joining, so let's check that out because we need to. So Amarjit, are you able to ping from server 1 to server 2 and server 2 to server 1? So try to ping both. Understand this. Sorry,
Hello.
Voice is not clear. Khalid, voice is not clear. So Jagwant is asking how to join to domain.
Sir, I'm able to ping server 1 from 2, but could not connect to domain.
You're able to ping from 2 to 1 and 1 to 2 both?
Yeah, 2 to 1. But could not connect to domain.
Okay, so please turn off firewalls on server 2 and 1 both. So 1 we did turn off the firewall. Please turn off it on server 2 as well. And make sure server 1's third firewall is still open, the domain firewall. So go to the firewall on server 1 and 2 and see all 3 profiles or 2 profiles are red, they're not green. So I'm going to show you now how to do that. So I'm going to go to the server 2 machine here.
It's pinging right now.
Pinging, okay.
Server 1 to server 2.
Saying that it's pinging right now. So Amarji, just make sure that server 1 and 2 firewalls, double check the server 1 firewall again, because there's one more profile that got added now and it is on. So turn off the firewall on server 1 and turn off the firewall on server 2 and then try to join, right? So, are you guys, Amir? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Amarji.
Can you suggest me how to join under the domain?
I'll be doing that now. So guys, I'm just doing the basic tasks first. So on server 2, first of all, I'm going to give a static IP here, Ethernet 0. I'm going to click that, and Ethernet 0, double click here as well. And then I'm going to properties here. So anyone wants me to repeat these steps, let me know. And uncheck V6 out of habit and double click V4. And I'm going to go for the static IP. Anyone following me, it's okay. Anyone wants me to repeat this, let me know. So 200.2, tab, 192.168.
Sir, should we restart the server after turning it off?
After?
Turning the firewall off?
No, we don't have to restart after turning off firewall.
Okay.
192.168.200.1. So this is the IP of the second server. And if you have put in that, oh, okay. So, Mother, you can just uninstall TeamViewer and reinstall, or yeah. Okay. So Feroz says mine says multiple IP addresses even after configuring static IP. Feroz, it's okay for now. If try to ping, and if you're able to ping that static IP, then keep going. So if this, yeah.
So can I switch off my server 1 and power on my server 2 and try?
Please do. When you're joining the domain, only then you have to switch on server 1 as well. Before that,
Okay, okay, I'll try that.
So I'm just going to press OK here, press OK here as well, close here. And first of all, I've given the static IP to server 2. Second thing, I'll turn off the firewall on server 2. So both profile, private network profile and guest or public networks profile, I'm just going to go to turn Windows Firewall off and turn off the 2 profiles. When you join the domain after that, actually here, we won't be able to, but on server 1, the 3rd profile has been added. Go ahead and turn that off as well. I'm going to close that now. Yeah, so if yours says cannot connect to domain, now I'm just going to quickly configure the server 2 and then let's figure out the pinging. But Feroz, go to server 1 and turn off the 3rd profile. Go to the firewall, there is 1 profile still on. Turn that off and then try again. So the firewalls are off, and I'm going to refresh this. Then I'm going for right. I'm going to go to the right side here. I'm going to check my time zone and time. So again, the time is wrong. The time zone is correct, but the time is wrong. So click that. Guys, make sure the time on server 2 is correct. Otherwise, you will still have connectivity issues. So correct the time on. So I'm just going to put that as, right now it is 9:15 and it's PM, not AM. So that could cause connectivity issues as well. So please correct the time.
The date change. Can we change the date? Date is 9th June.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, sir. And I'm just going to go back to 8. Thank you for noticing that. And so the date has to be correct. The time has to be correct. Otherwise, we will all keep on having connectivity issues here. So press OK here. And then I'm going up to the IE Enhanced Security. And I'm going to click that off, turn off, and turn off. Press OK. So IE Enhanced Security is off. Time zone, date, and time is correct. I'm going to refresh that again. So date and time has to be correct as well. Once that is done, now I'm going to go to rename here. I'm going to go to the computer name and click the change button. And just give your first name SERV02 and press ONK. Right? And then ONK and then close and then restart. So guys, yeah, it's restarting now. Okay, so anyone was able to join the domain? Power options. I forgot that. Yeah. Thank you, Bikram, for reminding that. Power options. Okay. So.
Hello, sir. Should we change the work group to domain or work group?
Yes, we need to change that to domain. So we need to join the domain. That's what I'm about to do. So administrator and small VCP6 shift 123. In my case, it is actually until shift 123 or exclamation at and pound sign for server 2. And I'll log in here. And I didn't take a snapshot yet, so I'll just go to fix that power options as well. So I'm gonna right click here, go way up to the power options. After fixing that, then I can take a snapshot even when we are logged in. I know that server 1 we were logged off and then we took it, but it's okay. If all the configurations are done, we can take a snapshot whether we are logged in or not. So power options here.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure. Sure. The domain, what should be, it's humber.local, right?
So
it's giving me an error saying active directory for the domain humber could not be contacted.
Oh, okay. So I'll be reaching that point and then let's troubleshoot together. So I'm just reaching that point now. So change plan settings here. I'm going to click that and slightly change it to never and save changes. So that's, we all know. Now I'm going to go for snapshot. I'll go back to the vCloud, and for the server 2 machine, I'll just create snapshot. So go back to the dashboard after making that power option change. So not able to power on any of VMs. Any? Ouch. Okay, I think many VMs are open, so it's just grabbing any of the powered on. Suppose if I shut down VM now, maybe I'm not able to start again. So let's keep the VM started. Arthur, you were restarting or did you shut down?
No, I'm just restart. I mean, the power on, power off, and then try to power on again.
Down and then power on.
Nothing, but now nothing. None of the VMs. I'm not able to do anything.
But server 2, did you power off and power on? Did you try to do that with that too?
Yes, power off. I power off and then power on. But again, it's coming to power off, power off, power off. All my VMs are power off now.
Please take a screenshot of that. That's even, yeah. So and then email me and CC Preetham. So Preetham will be seeing a lot of spam, and I never told you to do that. Thank you very much. Okay, so no, but I just wanted administration to know that vCloud is not really working for us. I don't know how they've been doing that for last 5, 6, or 10 years.
Okay, sir.
I'm also getting the same error too. I can't join the domain. It's telling me my domain is not cannot be contacted.
Okay. So yeah, if you any, let me reach that stage, then I'm gonna be showing all how to troubleshoot that.
Okay.
And okay. So here I'm gonna click create snapshot and select the first one and then press OK. Create snapshot, select the first one, press OK. Create the snapshot, select the first one, press OK. Now I'm just gonna go for the server 2 here, and snapshot has been taken and it is busy. So this means that, guys, don't power off before 10 o'clock. Otherwise you might not be able to restart. So that's something that's happening more on any machine that powers off now. So at 10 o'clock we can test it. So it's I'm just gonna go ahead and click go to that machine. And now the final stage is that I need to join the domain, right? So first of all, I'm going to check if the firewalls are off. So obviously, you know, guys, one more thing about Microsoft, about this Windows, if it says off, don't trust it. If it says off, don't trust it. Well, I know just now I did that, so I'm just going to click that and it is off. Yes. I'm going to go to the other one. Let's go to the server 1 here and click the local server. So if it says off, just click it, right? So just click still further and check it, right? And it shows me off, but see this, there's one actually on here. So don't trust that off. Click it and see from your eyes if all three profiles are off. This one is green, it has to be red as well. So I'm just going to go to turn Windows Firewall on or off, and then click that, turn firewall on or off, and press O and K, right? Press O and K. So this is off, and then I would now, there's one more thing that we're facing here, and that is multiple IP addresses. Guys, anyone not seeing this on server 1 and 2 both? Anyone not seeing this? If you're not seeing multiple IP addresses, you're good, and you have turned off the firewall on server 1 just like I showed you now. Then try again to join the domain. But anyone not seeing this? Everyone seeing that? Wow. Oh, so everyone's seeing this, multiple IP addresses, because that also causes issues. Everyone's seeing that? Oh, that's not good. Yes, seeing that. So everyone is seeing that, but anyone, so there's no one who is not seeing this. Okay, if you're seeing a static IP, correct static IP. Okay, anyone seeing correct static IP here? 200.1. So anyone seeing correct IP address here? 200.1 on server 1 and 200.2 on server 2. Okay, no one is seeing correct IP address. Yongton, maybe you answered the previous question. So, alright guys, let's try to join the domain. My domain is humber.local. First, I'm going to try to ping by name from server 2 to server 1. So ping by name from server 2 to server 1. So I'm going to go to server 2 now and open the command prompt here in server 2. And ping your first name serve01, and by name it is pinging 169.254. Okay, ping by IP, so it's the, okay, so we need to fix the reverse lookup zone. Okay, let's do that then. So ping by IP, so 192.168.200.1. Is there any such server here? Oh yes, there is. So the name resolution is wrong, guys. The name resolution is not really working. So guys, how about NS lookup? There's another command that you can run either on server 1, but I hope everyone's on server 2 just like me, and you're inside the command prompt and type NSLOOKUP. NS lookup. NS means name server, lookup means search. NS lookup and enter. So NS lookup is not able to resolve properly the name, which means the reverse lookup zone in the DNS is not really working. So how about we fix that? So I hope everyone is actually getting this unknown and the correct IP, right? Everyone's getting the unknown and the correct IP. So if that is the case, oh, okay, Jagwant, what you're getting? So are you getting, well, if you're getting the correct IP and instead of unknown it could be any other thing, but it should be the FQDN of server 1, like your first name server 1 dot humber.local. It should be that. If it is anything other than that, your first name serv01.humber.local, if it is anything other than that, then this is wrong, right? Yeah. Alright guys, let's fix that. Let's try to fix that. On vCloud, I'm not sure of anything. So server 2 here, and I'm going to click that server 1. Let's go to server 1, right? So in server 1, what we need to do is, let's go to tools in server 1. On the top right, let's go to tools in server 1 and go to DNS. Let's go to tools in server 1 and go to DNS. So we need the name to resolve to a FQDN, fully qualified domain name of the DNS server, which is supposed to be your first name serv01.humber.local. So let's expand. If you're inside the DNS in server 1, hopefully everyone is. So expand that DNS and then go to forward lookup zone. So forward lookup zone does what? There are two major sections here for DNS: forward lookup zone and reverse lookup zone. Forward lookup zone resolves computer names to IP addresses. Reverse lookup zone resolves IP addresses to computer names, right? So forward lookup zone, if you click, it's actually configured. So if you see the humber.local or your domain name, the zone for your domain name, so you can see that yes, it is configured and it has a record here. What is an A record? It's the name and IP of a machine. What is an A record? It's the name and IP of a machine. So for one machine, it's A record or host record is there or machine record is there. Information of the name and IP of the machine, right? So, but if you go to reverse lookup zone, it is not configured. So let's configure the reverse lookup zone. Let's configure the reverse lookup zone. So in a purely Microsoft environment, if you don't have a reverse lookup zone configured, it still works fine. Name resolution still works fine. Reverse lookup zone is used when you have some enterprise grade applications like Exchange server, or if you have non-Microsoft machines like Linux servers, then reverse lookup zone is good. So it's a good practice, best practice to still configure reverse lookup zone if you have just purely Microsoft environment. So let's click that reverse lookup zone. Let's right click on reverse lookup zone and click new zone. Let's right click on reverse lookup zone and click new zone. And then click next. So there's a primary zone, secondary zone, stub zone, and store the zone in Active Directory. So primary zone is just the read and write copy of the DNS. Secondary zone is the read-only copy of the DNS. Stub zone is used for small branches. It doesn't have its own database. It's an intelligent redirector of name resolution requests. And store the zone in Active Directory just means that DNS is integrated with Active Directory, and it's more secure now. So we're gonna stick to primary zone and click next. And then it's just saying that, hey, you want to tell all the other DNS servers in the domain or all the other DNS servers in the forest or the older other DNS servers. We just have one DNS server, so all of these doesn't apply to us. So let's click next. And then IPv4, we're not using IPv6, we're using IPv4. Next. And yes, it's asking, hey, what is your network IP range, right? So it is not interested in knowing our client ID or IP, which is the actual .1. So 192.168.200. It's just interested in knowing that, hey, what is your rest of the network IP and not your client. So that's good enough. And so it could resolve names from IP to computer names, right? So let's click next. And now it is saying allow only secure dynamic updates. Secure just means that if Active Directory knows the other DNS server, then update that DNS server securely. And dynamic updates, it's automatic updates. So if it's on allow, that's good. Then click next. And it's finito. Right? So once we click finish, now to refresh the settings, let's go to the server side and just click very few million times. Okay, so server 1 and refresh. Once that is done, now what are we going to do next? So we go further down and we need to do one more small change. So as far as the DNS is concerned, we're kind of good here. We're gonna just close this DNS console. We're gonna close this DNS console, right? And hopefully we're on local server because we need to go to the static IP configuration. Remember where we gave the static IP configuration? So we go to the network card. Let's go to the network card here and go to Ethernet 0. You know where to go from here. Ethernet 0, then we go to properties, then we go to IPv4. But you can see that we do see the 127.0.0.1 and we don't see the actual IP address. Now it is a loopback address. It also means that it's pointing to itself, which is okay as well. But why don't we just put it back to the actual IP address? So why did it change? When Active Directory and DNS was being installed, so when it was restarting, so it saw, oh, I am the DNS server. So let me point it to myself that when I need to resolve the names, so I will point it to myself. So my point to myself IP address is this. So that's why I put that there. But we're going to put it back to 192.168.200.1, right? So once we put this back here in the preferred DNS server and press OK, and close, right? So now let's go to command prompt and do that ns lookup. So we should have a your first name server serve01 dot humber.local as a name, and the IP should be the correct IP. So correct name and correct IP, the correct FQDN and the correct IP. So I'm just going to go to command prompt here in server 1. Then I'm going to do the same thing on server 2, the ns lookup. NSLOOKUP, enter.
So, sir, could you please repeat the network settings like?
Okay.
Next.
Network settings. So go to Ethernet 0 and properties and v4 and just change the IP from 127 back to the correct IP.
Okay, so thank you.
Okay, so okay, and close and close here. So guys, it's still saying that no, it is unknown. I don't know. So everyone got unknown, or somebody got the FQDN, or everyone got unknown, right? So control C out of that. So control C or control Z, control Z or control C. So once you control C, then there are two commands there, right? ipconfig space /flush DNS and ipconfig space / register DNS. So so for that, you need to have a command prompt that is showing as administrator. If you don't see the administrator name on the command prompt, then go down here, right click, and go for admin 1, right? For the second command to be run successfully, you need to have admin privilege in command prompt, right? Why ipconfig okay, Ruben, I think you could mute your mic. So ipconfig space / and then there's that flush DNS server. So FLUSHDNS. So ipconfig space / and its / is tilted towards the right side, not the left side. So it's not backslash, it's /. It's beside the shift. It lives beside the shift or the right shift. Okay. Flush DNS and press enter. And then we type again or up arrow ipconfig space /
So can I give flash all also? Can we give flash all?
Flash
on. All. ALL.
Oh yeah, we can do that too. Sure. So, but right now we're gonna go for register DNS. Register DNS and press enter. It should give you 2 lines, which is okay. So after that, we can type ns lookup or up arrow until we reach ns lookup, and there you go. It doesn't work. Woohoo! Yay! So then it is that multiple IP address. That's why, because after doing all this, and we can restart as well, but don't power off and restart. Otherwise, you won't be able to restart at all. So if it's still giving 192.168.200, let me just check that because now FQDN should have been good, but it is because of this multiple IP address that is showing here. It's actually not letting us resolve the name to IP. So guys, we're gonna go for I'm gonna go to the second machine here as well and control C out of that. Now in second machine we don't have to do all that. We can just type ns lookup here, and whatever you see in machine 1 will be showing in machine 2 as well. Now in again a laptop and desktop where I've been teaching for millions of years. Yeah, I am a vampire. Okay, anyway, so yeah, it works fine. But here, since everyone is seeing multiple IP addresses, this means that the configuration of the network card is not correct. We can change it to some other configuration in vCloud, and we have to test it that why it is getting
sorry, excuse me. Mine is going to Ruben's server.
Oh, yours going through correct?
Yeah, mine is resolving to Ruben serve 01.humber.local. So I think we should find a way to isolate the networks. It's our VApps are just going. I can see other people's own, and other people can see mine. I think that's what the problem is. So if we could resolve, we could isolate ourselves. Maybe we don't take the same internet 01. We just create different networks for ourselves. That should solve the problem.
We should have done 29 separate networks, but we have just one, internet 1 and internet 2. So with vCloud administrator, yeah, we have to check that out. That how can we separate? Although, are we able to ping any other machine? That would be the case. If I go to multiple IP addresses, so what we can do right now is one more thing. How about no? We need the two machines to talk to each other, but they should not be going outside of our VApp. So that seems to be the issue here.
What if we take different IP addresses by ourselves? Instead of 200.1, someone can do 300, 400, 500 that way. So we'll have different IP addresses.
Do you see IP conflict showing up here as an error? Because if IP conflict clearly comes up there, that means it has detected in the same network, same IP. Right? If IP conflict is not there, so then this is not the issue. The issue is something else. Yeah. So here, so VApps are created there, and they are supposed to be separate, but multiple IPs is showing there, and that could be one of the reasons. So I'm just gonna go for the network configuration here again in details. Okay, so Brahim says, so Brahim says in chat, I run NS lookup. I got default server Ruben server 01.humber.local. Amarjeet also got Ruben server.
Ruben server is very famous. Ruben, what is the
Ruben is a celebrity here now. So first I will.
Yeah, very famous.
And Ruben, autograph, please. Everyone, please come in line behind me. First, I'm the first one. So Ruben, sign mine first, please. So, you're a celebrity now. Ruben, did you
Yeah, sir, I'm here.
Anyway, did you share your VApp? Did you click anything in VApp that makes it share?
No, sir, I did not do anything differently. Actually, I'm just following.
But Ruben is a celebrity here, guys. So autograph. I got the autograph. Good luck with yours. He's a busy guy. So what? Now Ruben's machine is showing everywhere. Celebrity has price. Price? Come on. No, as an instructor, I just forced him to give me autograph. So, okay, I'll just go down here to the network settings. What's wrong with our network settings here? No, this was happening last course for only 2 or 3 machines. All others were okay. So this is static IP. So guys, I'm gonna change it to static manual. Okay, I'm doing that now quickly. Static IP of server 1 in the details in the NICs area. I'm just quickly doing that to check that if that resolves anything. So save. I'm gonna click save. I'm gonna quickly do that. So you don't have to do that. Or okay, there is our read only for VMs with powered on stuff. Okay, I have to shut down the VM. So I'm gonna quickly do a troubleshooting here. Power off. Oh man, if I power off, I hope I'm able to power on. So I need to make a network change. For that I need to power off, and there's no guarantee if I will be able to power on. So should I take the risk? Okay, shut down guest OS. Maybe I'll not turn off the machine. Shut down guest OS also turns off the machine, right? So I'm just talking loud now, or thinking loud. Okay, I have shut it down. To change that to manual. It's server 2 is shutting down. Okay, powered off. Ouch. I'll go to the details. I'll just make that simple change of static IP automatic to static IP manual in the hardware. Then I'm going to NICs, and I'm going to static IP to static manual. Static IP pool to static manual. Save. Network interface settings are read-only for VMs with powered on snapshots. Powered on snapshots. Am I able to save? You know, I normally, if we have to really worry about the underlying hardware, how can we concentrate on the critical concepts that are coming our way, right? So that really frustrates me huge. And then okay, static IP pool, so it didn't change. It allows sometimes. Whoa, okay, so that's very yeah, so very convincing that sometimes when we power, okay, I'll power, well, maybe I shut down the guest only, so I'll power off the machine, although I did, and I'll dismiss this, and I'll go for static manual and save. Okay, you know, even normal tasks, when we are tasks that we are not able to do, then that really becomes frustrating. So that's why I'm asking again and again, hey, if everyone agrees, can we switch to our laptops? You know, in previous course we switched down 7th class, so we wasted huge amount of time just making it right. Here I'm saying on the 3rd class, if you want to do that earlier. Anyway, because the course itself is challenging. It's job. If you want it to be job oriented, I can make it theory as well, right? Less lab, more theory, and bye bye. But if you want to get a job, you need to do intense labs. So we need not be worrying about an unreliable platform, underlying unreliable platform, and it has already started doing that.
I went and deleted the snapshot which we took, and now I'm able to change.
Okay. Thank you.
So I went to actions, deleted the snapshot.
Snapshots, and you actually went with the correct approach. Thank you for that. So I'll go for revert to snapshot, remove snapshot. Okay, I'll go for remove snapshot. So about that, Ruben Humber, Ruben1 dot Humber dot local. So if you restart, then are you able to you know, get rid of the domain? Or so those who get the Ruben serve01.humber.local, please take a screenshot of that and send me, so I could tell it to the administrator. Okay, static manual, save. Yeah, it should work because it was talking about the snapshot. You're right. Thank you, sir. Should work. Come on, come on. Okay, good. Thank you, sir. I'll just go back to virtual machines. And power on. So, well, I need to do that for server 1 as well, so we could try to test the ping. So I'll just go for here and remove snapshot. We can take a snapshot any other time as well, and go for details. Okay, so it doesn't give me the power on error for that, so that's good. I think I need to shut down and then power off, then remove the snapshot, but okay, maybe it lets me. Okay. So guys, just try to do that static manual instead of static IP pool, and check if I'll power off this machine now. Normally we should shut down OS. So try to do that and check if the multiple IP error is gone, and try to go for NS lookup, and then try to join the domain. It will let you change if you take the snapshot when the machine is turned off. But I was the first machine I did turn off, Feroz, and I remove the snapshot, right? And take the snapshot when the machine is turned off. Oh, okay, cool, you're good. Thank you. Okay, it's done for me here as well, and it's hardware is static IP manual. Okay, static IP manual. Save. Did I not say just do that now? Okay, confirming. What? Okay, it is off and snapshot is gone. Oh man, then I need to check if the other one is done or not. So guys, anyone was able to change to your manual, static IP manual, and then it remained manual? And second thing, were you able to join the domain? Again, the purpose is to just join it to domain. Details, hardware. Oh, it actually just went back. So what we selected the first time, it remains there. So I changed and save it. It didn't save actually. So even powered off machine, it didn't save, right? Take the snapshot when the machine is turned off. So anyone was able to see that it changed for you? So I thought it changed, but it didn't. Okay. So the two machines are starting, and we're gonna try again. Last time that was not the issue, that we were able to join the domain easily. So few are seeing, now I was not able to actually change that. It's just going back to, yeah, reverted back. Feroz, it reverted back for you as well? Okay. Yikes. So some issues are here. First of all, that we could not start the other two machines. No one here. And second thing, the multiple IP, because of that, could be that. So I restarted the machine, so I'm counting on that now, that it could let us ping, and NS lookup should be good. If NS lookup is good, then we might want to, we can try to join the domain again. Please try. Okay. I'll be checking my email, college email, and if there are 29 yeses, then I'll send the details of how we go with the next class. Fourth class, if we switch, whenever you switch, if you switch, you decide all to switch, then you will see that the course will go smooth, and we will not have to worry about small things like this and waste our time on that. So, but the decision for that is, sooner the better. And please do convince everyone. If any, I need the 29 yeses there to go ahead. Oops. Okay, on first machine I did longer password, on second machine I did smaller password. We will have local issues on local machines even after switching. Well, yeah, my experience with that is that local machines, it's very less issues. And second thing is, I've been teaching only on desktops and laptops, the VMware course. So I can, if you exactly follow me, then you won't have any issues. The issue will be that if you have less than 16 GB RAM, then there will be issues. But other than that, there will be no issue. Because I've been teaching with 32 GB RAM laptops, but last course we went with 16 GB. But if you guys want to go ahead with this, let's keep doing this. No problemo. It's just for your better experience, but you might learn it the hard way that, oh, it is actually that bad, as I was saying. So, well, yeah, everyone has to agree. If anyone is saying, no, we stay here, then yeah, I can't do anything, guys. Okay, here, let's just go for local server. Multiple IP addresses. So, well, I'll just go for this, and yeah, then I have to just talk to the vCloud administrator about all this, and any other issues you're getting, guys, just let me know. I'll just forward those issues to the vCloud administrator. And there's another course actually going on VMware by someone else as well. I don't know how intense that is, and I will just ask that guy as well that, okay, what's going on. So that's one thing. And okay, so if any says I have joined the domain, yeah, if you resolve it to it will resolve for everyone. Okay, I feel change my address to something different. If any says, and Ruben pronounced to everyone domain joining issue, and it joined. Okay, so if any, your theory is that if we put different IP ranges for ours, then it is resolving, otherwise multiple IPs. So that is a new for me. So that would be amazing as well. Guys, how about we go for then multiple IPs? I didn't have to do that on vCloud before, but the vCloud administrator said that he made a lot of changes there. So now who will get what IP? So that would be the issue then. So guys, just there are 240 subnets there, and we are 29 here. So you can just tell which subnet you're going for, and put it on WhatsApp so others could not go on that subnet. So if I type here Amir, my name, and then I'm typing 192.168.241. Okay, so nobody takes then that subnet, right? So /24. So I'm putting that 116. So nobody takes that. If it is taken already, don't go for that, go for another one. So you can take 230, 231, 232, 233. So from 1 up to 100 up to 200 up to 240, 255, 254, you can take any of those. So 192.168, 239.0, 192.168, 259, 229, 209, anything you can take. But if this works, it is working here, go for it. So okay, if any says 240 is his, so I'm putting mine there in WhatsApp as well, and here as well I'm taking. Thank you, Fanny, for going for that testing. I'll ask vCloud administrator what changed now that was not there in last course. So Yongton is taking 192.168.59 subnet. So Ruben is taking 229 subnet, right? So I've also put my subnet. Sandeep is taking 52 subnet. Ruben 229, Amir G 219. So anyone else who's selecting, don't take anyone else's subnet. So Khalid 191, Bodher 245, Shabina 150, Jas Vijay is 2. So Bikram is 77, right? So, and Sandeep is 52. Okay, Sandeep, you're 52? Okay, congratulations. Happy birthday. No, just kidding. 52 IP. And Bikram 77. Okay, so guys, please check if the subnet is already written there in the chat. Take another one and put yours there. I already joined the domain. I have to change my subnet. Oh, okay. Ibrahim, you're good. So Ibrahim is already on the current subnet level, and you're okay. So normally this is something totally new, and expect the unexpected. Welcome to vCloud. So I'm basically I'm against this because we need to concentrate on the critical concepts, not the issues here. But anyway, if we can resolve the issues, yes, it's good. Okay, so brother, is it just for IP addresses? Yes, just IP addresses, brother, not the names, just the IP addresses. So yeah.
So one question. Yeah. Sir, since we are having issues with vCloud, I don't know if everybody would agree, but then since we are having problems, can we set up our own machine on VM, our laptops itself?
Like if everyone is following, if everyone wants to go, then it's okay. Suppose we are on vCloud and some of you are on the virtual machine. So inside configuration of the operating system and vCenter are same. Outside, suppose we do some changes on the vCloud machines, then you have to figure out how to go there to the VMware workstation to do that same thing. So that will be a challenge then.
All right.
So if if we are all switching there, then it will be okay. Then I can tell you exactly where to go, what to do. Each and every step, you have to follow me, and you will be good.
So now it is prompting for username and password.
Congratulations. So if any, everyone should be.
So what would be the username?
Username? It would be administrator. The administrator.
Okay.
So everyone should be sending a samosa to FANE. So this last course we had the same IPs and we were all able to easily join. This course, I think vCloud, I'm gonna ask that administrator that what changed that. Now everyone's sharing everything. So.
Sir, I guess Ruben owns the samosas for the entire class.
Yeah, exactly. So FANE is another celebrity now. I need samosa from everyone. Okay, there you go, guys. Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir. The changes for the IP, is it on sub 1 or sub 2?
So yeah, it will be both on server 1, server 2, and I'm about to do that now. So whatever you selected, please stick to that IP and follow me with what I'm doing now. How to change the IP of server 1?
Sir, it is prompting me to restart the servers.
Which is okay. Yeah, it is prompting.
And instead of showing multiple IP addresses, it is showing that corresponding only one IP.
Very good. So it was because of the same IP we were using. So again, yeah, last course it was not this thing, but now I think there's some change there that we're seeing. But if it's working, wow, very good, very good. So if any, you have to eat 29 samosas in front of us, and in 1 hour, in half an hour. Thank you. You're the celebrity now. Okay, so guys, I'm just gonna go to server 1. There's a server 1 here. I'm gonna go to the Ethernet 0. We just changed the IP, right? That's it. So double click Ethernet 0 and go to properties, and we just double click v4 and we go up to as I mentioned there. So guys, try to put your subnet in the WhatsApp instead of that chat here, WebEx, because when I close this when the class finishes, then it will be gone. So anyway, let's do that and join the domain, and then meet in next class. And if we still stick to this, we stick to this. 241 I put there, and 241. I'm just changing that, right? See this? So whatever you chose, just change that. The third octet. We all changed the third octet. Some of us actually went for 172, which is okay. If you go for 10 range, this is also okay. Doesn't matter, as long as it's the correct private IP range. So 241.1. In another machine, I'm gonna go do the same thing with 241.2. That's all, right? And restart if it requires a restart. Close. That's it, right? So belly burst. If Yanni says belly burst. No. If Yanni, it's a reward, right? So we are thankful. So that's why you have to eat. It's not punishment. It's a reward. So we will make you eat. Okay, no, just kidding. So thank you, Fiani, for that, for checking that and correcting this situation. I'm gonna go for Ethernet 0 properties and just change your IP. I'm just changing 100 00241 41 41 41. So that's the only thing I had to change. And okay, and better restart, but if it's okay and it, so I'm gonna go for NS lookup here, and it should resolve. Guys, on server 1 we need to make a slight DNS change here, or restart should do it. Oh, I didn't press OK on that. And if you don't see a gateway here in server 1, it's okay. It's okay if you don't see a gateway here. When it sees, oh, I'm the gateway, it removes it, which is okay. Okay, what do we see here in the class? Okay, anyone could start any of their server. My server still can't start. Oh, Olufemi's server. I think anyone else's server. So yeah, the thing is that some of us might keep on having problems, and some of us might not have a problem. So the thing is, the command prompt admin and ns lookup. I'm doing on ns lookup on server 1. Showing unknown, but we can fix that with DNS. So I'm on server 1. I'm going to tools and I'm going to DNS. I'm on server 1. I'm going to tools and I'm going for DNS. And I'm going to the forward lookup zone on server 1 in tools. And server 1, yeah, it changed the 241 address. Okay, that's good. Oh, okay, guys, better restart. DNS is kind of confused now. It's screaming at us that, hey, what are you doing? So server 1, I'm restarting. Server 2, I'm restarting as well. Okay, so Firoz, I can't. Let's begin the vote. Just type your preference, vCloud or our machine, flush, laptop. I prefer our machine. Would the DHCP conversion be affected? Yes, Babatunde, that's a good point. DHCP configuration will definitely be affected, and we have to change the DHCP as well. So Esxi is saying that server is not powering on. Yikes. So guys, you can have a good chat and with each other, and if everyone agrees, please let me know. We can put a poll there. Hey, there's a poll software in okay, I'll put a poll software there, but you can put a poll software anywhere and then take a vote there, yes, no, right? So because this is just a start, and previous course realized at 7th class that, hey, but anyway, I mean, there's no forcing anyone, right? Okay, so I'll go for server 1 here. Okay, so let me see. And I already have 2 servers ready to go on local machine. Wow. So I've restarted those, and let's just join it to domain, guys, and then we can call it a Monday. So here, I've just restarted both machines, and I'm just going to right click here, go to command prompt, and I'll type ns lookup again. And yes, it's not going to be that easy on laptops, but it's not going to be unreliable. What you get is doable, and if you follow exactly what I say, then you won't have any issues. In 95%, I can say you won't have any issues. If you have any underlying issues in a laptop, that's something I can't control, but otherwise this is fully unreliable. It still is unreliable right now, but we haven't even gone to the more complicated configuration. So do discuss with each other and let me know. Otherwise, we continue, right, with this. So guys, I'm gonna go to server 2 and try to join it to domain. If it still doesn't work, then oh yeah, the IP is showing now, so it better work. Domain humber.local. Anyone wants me to repeat that stuff, let me know. But it's going for humber.local. There are two commands that we can give here. Control C, and the command is that two commands, those two commands, right? ipconfig slash flush DNS, ipconfig slash, run these two commands on both servers, guys. Register DNS server. So DNS. If you run these two commands on both servers, it's gonna be okay as well. Everyone except so there's that. Run these two commands, right? Flush DNS, register DNS. Flush DNS, register DNS. And I'm gonna run that on server 1 as well. Flush DNS, register DNS. Flush DNS and register DNS on server 1 and server 2. And well, I'll run a lookup. If it still doesn't work, then still I'll just go for, okay. Oh guys, reverse lookup zone. Tools reverse lookup zone. Seriously, reverse lookup zone. I'm gonna go to DNS on server 1. You know what? Reverse lookup zone is wrong IP, right? Reverse lookup zone is wrong IP. See this? In my case, it's the old IP. You have to delete the reverse lookup zone and fix. So I'm just gonna stop here. I'm gonna wait for others. If you're going for the other one, I'm gonna delete that reverse lookup zone now. Go ahead and delete and just create another zone, reverse lookup zone. So I'm gonna go to reverse lookup zone, and I have deleted my old reverse lookup zone. It is being recorded, don't worry. You can still follow it during the week anytime. So right click on reverse lookup zone and next. Primary zone is okay. Next, nothing to change on this page. Next, nothing to change on this page. Next, here, put your new IP 192.168.241. In my case, it's 241, right? So put your new IP 241. To 168.241. Next, allow only secure dynamic updates. Next, and finish. So I'm gonna go for refresh here. Refresh, right? Reverse lookup zone is good, right? Reverse lookup zone is good.
How to get this page, sir? How to get this DNS manager?
Go to server 1 and go to tools and go to DHCP, everyone. Tools, server 1, DHCP. Please delete your reverse lookup zone and create a new one. So I'm there. Anyone wants me to repeat that, please tell me. I'm repeating that. So on the server 1, oh sorry, did I go for DHCP? Seriously? Sorry guys. Go to DNS. Sorry, Robin. It's DNS. You need to go to DNS, not DHCP. Go to DNS, not DHCP. So once you're on DNS, then go to reverse lookup zone and check that do you have the old IP range there or the new IP range. If it is old IP range, right click and delete that old IP range. Right? Right click and delete this old IP range. If anyone wants me to repeat that, let me know. So right click the old IP range. Why? Because you change your IP, right? So reverse lookup zone cannot be wrong IP. So then right click again. Once you deleted the old IP range, right click again and go for new zone. Anyone following me? Anyone wants me to do that again? Or everyone's done? All good. Oh, okay. Done. Oh, okay. So just new zone, and then here just change your IP. Put your new IP range, then next finish. That's the only thing in this wizard that you need to change in network ID, that you need to put the new IP range and next finish and install, right? So once it is done, 192.168.241 in my case, now it should join the domain. Now it should give you the correct NS lookup should, but control C, control up arrow, NS lookup, enter. If it doesn't give you, then go for ipconfig flush DNS again, and ipconfig register DNS again, and then NS lookup, or just try to directly join to domain, right? Oh, now it's okay. See this? So reverse lookup zone was supposed to be deleted, and then run ipconfig flush DNS and register DNS again. You know why administrators then get good salaries? You have to go through just a few million troubleshooting steps, and then well, that's why they hire you. Then you have to really troubleshoot. Sometimes troubleshooting doesn't work, sometimes it's just, yes, for both servers your NS lookup should answer this way, then you will be able to join the domain. So well, there is no reverse lookup zone in other server, right? So other server, just flush DNS, register DNS, and run NS lookup, and then try to join the domain again. So I'm going to go to the other server now. That's where the main issue is. And I'll go to the command prompt and up arrow, NS lookup here as well. Oh, it's okay already. I don't have to run ipconfig flush DNS and register DNS on the other server, because directly run NS lookup, it's okay, right? This is what we wanted. So, right, why do we need reverse zone? So Ibrahim, we need reverse zone, so IP to name resolution should be there. And any machine that has an IP but wants to know the name, any service that has an IP and wants to know the name, then reverse lookup zone will work there. So this is also best practice, that's why we're implementing that. And now this is also where it's now working when you have the correct reverse lookup zone and so forward lookup zone, name resolution, computer name to IP address, it resolves names. Reverse lookup zone, if you have an IP, it will resolve to name as well. So forward lookup zone, if you have a computer name, it resolves to IP. So here, guys, you have to put administrator, and here you put small ABC equals shift 1 2 3, and just put administrator is the top account, right? Yeah. Okay. So here, administrator, and press OK. So everyone got it. So it's humber.local. Just type here in the domain. How do I come here? Just go to work group. See this, on server 2, on server 2. Make sure you're not on server 1, on server 2. Click here and then go to change, and then this screen will come. Type humber.local or your domain name, and then put your top administrator username and the password and press OK. Right? Yeah, if it is joined, take a screenshot and upload the documents and bye-bye kind of thing. So press OK. Welcome to the humber.local domain. Press OK. OK. Close. Restart now. So now it's joined to the domain. So guys, that's good enough. And if it is joined, you're good. And just upload the screenshots. Right now, you don't have to. Those who have taken this server 2 screenshot on the server manager, that's okay. Those who were not able to take the screenshot, so the 3 screenshots for today without the server 2 screenshot is also okay. And I'm just gonna make that available quickly because it's already too much time here. So I'll just go for that. So 3 screenshots here. These are good enough. If you took the 4th screenshot, you're good. If you didn't, it's also okay. So this one. So it's on WhatsApp now. What 3 screenshot? What are the names of the 3 screenshots? And I'm just going for okay. So there's that BB for Humber. I hope it's the Humber BB. Oh, it's George. Ah, did I go my Humber? Alright guys, so that's our course material and week 2, and I'm gonna create week 3 and okay. And just upload the document, right? So 8 week 3. So in week 3, guys, there's that assignment and the 3 screenshots. Week 3. Please upload. And deadline is today, but don't worry, those who are having issues, I'll just. And submission can be 2 attempts, and last attempt will be graded. Tracking. Okay. So guys, refresh your Blackboard. We'll go for week 3 and upload your screenshots. Okay, so Jagwant says I was not able to access week 2 YouTube video. Jagwant, just send me an email or WhatsApp me that, and put your Gmail there, and I'll just put your Gmail to week 2 video. What about the ones whose VMs are not working? Do they need to upload the screenshot in BB? So guys, those whose VMs are not working, just upload the document saying that hopefully you took the screenshot of the error, and just explain what happened, and that's it. You're good. Add me on WhatsApp group. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm right. So guys, I'm just gonna stop the video now, and that's it. And throughout the week, let me know if anyone doesn't want that to be switched to the laptop. Well, it's something that you will see, you will continuously see in vCloud. I've gone through this in last course, so I wanted to save your time, but some of us might not realize that. Well, I can't force anyone. So the thing is, if you want a job, you need to have a correct, smooth course. You need to understand everything to get a job, right? If you don't understand anything here, then what are you doing here, right? So if we are having unexpected errors, underlying errors, because of those, then you won't be able to understand. So your time here is pretty much wasted if you're trying to configure all the vCloud issues. Okay, anyway, what I can do is just explain, right? It's up to you. Some are totally new and they don't realize, so it's okay. We can continue on this. So I'm just going to